All right. What is up, everybody? And welcome to tonight's live stream. I am very excited to be back in Ohio now. I was in Iowa last week, and it was kind of a weird stream in the hotel room. There's probably going to be more of that in the future as work and gigs and music stuff comes back. But yeah, back home, getting settled in here, and I'm excited for what we're doing tonight with Trev Wilson. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm just happy that so many of you are joining in tonight. So before we get started here, before I check the chat or anything, I wanted to tell you just a little bit of a personal thing here. Talk a little bit about what we're going to do on the stream, and then talk about something else as well. So as you guys probably saw in the thumbnail of the video, this is going to be a stream that I'm calling Sharing is Caring, where Trev and I, we were going to do this 2 weeks ago. We had to cancel it because UPS sucks, and I was on my second COVID shot, and I was laid up in bed. But we've sent each other sort of our favorite pours, or some of our favorite pours, to share and taste blind. So we don't know what we're tasting, but we know it's going to be something good, and that's kind of the exciting part about all of this. Now, with that said, the whole concept of sharing is caring is really, really fitting for this evening. It's one of those things where you think about the documentary, the Bourbon documentary everybody has seen, where Freddie from Buffalo Trace is talking about how, good bottles and good bourbon, the Pappy 23s he was talking about, is meant to be shared. And it's very fitting for this evening because we lost somebody very special in my family this past Saturday. When I was in Iowa, right before my concert, actually, we knew he was already sick. He was in the hospital. And this was Sarah's stepdad, who has been a big part of our family, big part of our life, obviously. And he had just recently married Sarah's mom. If you don't know Sarah, that's my fiance. So he was essentially my father-in-law. And so it's been really hard. He passed away suddenly and unexpectedly. We thought he had quite a bit more time than he did, and that was on Saturday. So it's been a really tough couple of days, and kind of the anticipation up to Saturday, or the days leading up, we could see things weren't quite going well. And that's why I've been a little bit off the radar here and on Patreon and everything like that. So with that said, I wanted to honor his memory, pour something out for him. I'm wearing the little shirt here from Brad. Brad was his name. Brad Sennett. He was a big-time Republican chairman here in Ohio. He was a lawyer, very good guy. And I got him this bottle of Henry McKenna last summer, I believe it was, or maybe last fall, as a gift. And we went over there and we're clearing stuff out of his place. And I wanted to grab this bottle and pour one out for Brad, pour one out for me as well. This is one of Brad's cups. So this is going to be in his memory. And my first sip of the night is going to be from this Henry McKenna. So cheers to all of you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to just have a sip here and have a quick little moment of silence in memory of Brad, Sarah's stepfather, and my father-in-law to be. So cheers, guys. All right. To Brad, guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna let these sit up here during the stream. Yeah, kind of a sad day, but again, good bourbon is meant to be shared. I'm glad I got him a good barrel of McKenna, not a bad one. Now that I finally get to taste it. So, anyways, thank you all for being here. Cheers to all of you. I'll check in on the chat here in just a second. Let me get a couple more things out of the way before we bring our special guest Trev in here. Number one, can I have a mod, please? If there's a wrench in the house that can keep track of super chats, we are doing a giveaway tonight for a Bardstown Discovery 4. Where's that at? brand spanking new Discovery 4 is the giveaway. Again, it's as normal, $5. Every $5 in super chats will get you an entry into the giveaway. So if I can get a mod that can handle that, that would be amazing. Please let me know. Please tag me so I can know that we've got that covered. And I think that's it. We can talk about more stuff in a little bit. So let's get Trev on here. Let's bring in our special guest. Amy's got it. Thank you so much, Amy. Appreciate you. All right.
What is up, buddy?
What's up, man?
I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're gonna actually be drinking something good. I've been plagued with a bunch of nasty stuff lately, so this is gonna be great. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, last week on my stream, we were talking about it too in the pregame chat. Bubble Bath Bourbon sent me that just wicked flight of just stout finished brandy and American single malt, and I tried to like it. I have half the sample still. I'm gonna give them another go one day, but yeah, it's been rough out in these streets here,
Someone said my volume's way louder than you. Am I deafening?
You're a little loud, and I can turn up a little bit. Why don't you turn down a little bit, and I'll turn up just a little bit. Check.
Hello.
Check. Yeah, that is kind of loud.
Man, that's weird. I haven't touched this thing, and you sound normal to me.
Really?
It's going down?
You're not going down so much. I think you're still pretty loud.
Hello?
Okay, I'm turning up. Hey guys, how was that? Check.
Oh, no, you're super loud.
Oh, am I?
Let me make sure
Oh no, they're saying I'm too quiet.
Let me go to my audio. Yeah, I'm on my Yeti. Huh.
Cam too loud. Trev, you're better now. Okay, well, can't win them all, I guess.
Hello?
Okay, I'm gonna sit right here. I think this is good.
How's this?
Okay. I think we're good now. I think it's okay. You sound better to me.
Hopefully I didn't mess it up because I just changed something. Good now.
Okay, man. Good.
I'm coming in hot and rowdy. Gosh dang right.
Okay, well, let me get to the chat here. I've missed so much. I'm not going to be able to catch up to everybody, guys. I'm sorry about that. And I'll do my best throughout the live stream. Cam should wear a fitted hat for this. Yeah, I could. I mean, I feel like that's the thing, right? That's the bourbon. Jason does it too.
I only wore a hat because I took a nap right before this, and I wasn't about to fix the hair.
Yeah. What's up, Sherry G, Alec, Jen, Carl, Adriana, Jay, Mike, Blake? Good Lord, so many people in here. It's good to see all of you. Thanks for jumping in. Trust Shayla. She has the best hearing. Okay, so Shayla says we're good. Both sound delicious. I'll take delicious as an adjective. I'll take that.
Gosh dang, you sound immaculate. Scrumptious.
That's hilarious. So, okay, so tonight we're going to be tasting some good whiskey, and we're going to try to figure out what each of us, we'll kind of figure out what we're drinking. I'm going to give a couple of notes and see what's going on. But we've both sent each other some, as we say, hitters. And I'm excited for Trev to try what I sent him. I don't know if he's had any of them. And I have no clue what he sent me. In these three
that was part of my problem is I know that you're in the Mecca, man. Like, you guys get everything. So I'm trying to think. I was like, I want to send him stuff that I just love, but I feel like everything I was grabbing, I'm like, he has this. I know he does. So I just said, screw it. I'm just going to send 3 that I have been liking recently. So one of them, maybe. I don't know if let me look back there. I don't see it. I ain't seeing it. One for sure.
Well, I mean, the other thing is too, like, I keep my inventory up and all the descriptions of these videos. Actually, I didn't put a description on today's video. I totally forgot.
I didn't even know. I don't look at your inventory.
No, I know. I leave it up there when people we do the infinity bottle thing, so people can see what I've got. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure what you sent me is going to be sick, man. And I sent you some fun things that I'm excited about. We got a couple super chats here. Will Henderson says, cheers, everybody. Cheers, man. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Hendo, and 2 entries into the Bardstown giveaway. And Aiden's new picture is cracking me up.
That's him.
I mean, that's Aiden. I mean, we've seen him on live streams. Sorry to hear about your loss, Cam. Well wishes to you and your fiance. At least we still got you and Trev to make this the handsomest whiskey stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, things are a little bit, I don't know, sore. It's just tough over here right now with everything with Sarah. But she's hanging out with her mom tonight, and so we're all just kind of trying to be there for each other as we go through everything. I see the mash of drums in the house. Jason, let's see, where's he at? What's up, drummers? What's up, man? And Bev Porter. I love Bev. Okay, great. And then oh my gosh, Lito, dude, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. And we're back. I did my taxes. I did them. You
just late. Did them?
I did them late.
I did mine late as of like last week. So do I have you beat? When did you do yours?
I did mine.
Yesterday?
What day is it? So tax day was May 17, and I finished at like 2 a.m. on the 18th. So I was late, but I'm getting a refund, so I don't think there's a penalty if you get a refund.
No, I mean, I don't know. Everything's different this year. I feel like they're like more relaxed.
I hope so.
We're gonna find out. Cam's gonna go to prison.
Dude, wouldn't that be awesome? No, not great. But
what's up, guys? Drums and Drams here. I'm in prison.
Coming at you from the state pen.
You don't even want to know what I had to do to get this live stream set up.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. And Sherry G coming in with the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thanks everybody. Okay, man. Well, let's get on to it. Let's get to it. And remember, guys, $5 super chats. Bardstown Discovery 4. I wanted to give away a really nice bottle. I've had this one sitting in my bunker, and I think it's a good time to give it away. I couldn't give away my Chateau de la Baude because that's my last one. But it's a thought that counts.
Yeah, I wanted to do it, but I'm going to do this. Yeah, but come on. You picked another really good bottle, or I presume is good. So
yeah,
all of those have been good.
Have you not tried Discovery 4?
No, I have 2 and 3. And when I went to Kentucky, I saw on the shelf on the Discovery 4. And at that point, I had already spent hundreds of dollars. So I was like, do I don't know, like another 130? I mean, it was pushing it for me in my budget. So I passed, but I might regret it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I still like 3 a little bit better, but those things are like so hard to get now on secondary.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to pay secondary, for those. But dude, when we were in Iowa this past weekend with the symphony, I was hanging out with like the stage manager who does all the sound and stuff. And he like drove a truck from Columbus to Iowa with all like the drums and percussion gear.
Yeah.
And like all the cellos and stuff. And then we flew over and met him. So him and I jump in the like the only car we had was the equipment truck, like a 22-foot truck. So we jump in this truck and go across the river to East Dubuque to this liquor store everybody was telling us about. And we brought the principal violist with us too. And so we all ended up, we dropped like $1,000 between all of us. Like we just stocked up on stuff. And then finally, like we're like, let's just try the store manager thing, So we like went up and we're like, hey guys, got anything in the back? Like a bunch of strangers driving this big truck. But they did pull out some Eagle Rares for us, which for me, like I can't find that in Ohio. So I was like, all right, that's a win. That's a win. But they looked at our cart and they're like, these dudes are dropping a lot of money right now. So, John, thank you so much. Cheers to you. Thank you for the super chat. What's going on here? Oh, okay, I don't know. I just saw poor guy Aiden. It's like, I don't know. Uncle Buck, what's up, man? Thank you for the $20 super chat. Good evening to you. This is funny.
We've got the first I don't even know how to say that word, man.
Violist.
Don't even try and get me to say the person who plays a piano.
Oh, right. Nothing like a good pianist.
What?
Oh, man. What?
We still talking about a band? No, I was just making fun of you. Saying
I got you.
Or pianist. Whatever, man.
Do you ever play that game when you were a kid? Do you ever play that game? Like on the school bus. Whoever can yell penis the loudest.
No.
You never played that game?
No. I would have won because I would have just screamed it the first round, and then everyone would have been like, "What is wrong with that guy?"
In between getting beat up on the bus, that was the game that I played.
Oh man, you were
Oh
bullied.
my gosh.
I can tell.
The guy, yeah, right. The guy that bullied me is now my studio engineer. Like, he's one of my good friends, and he does all my recordings.
Do you ever call him out like, "Hey man, I remember when you bullied me"?
Dude, he took my pack of Big Red and beat the crap out of me. And then one time he shot me with a paintball gun from across the street, like when I was in 4th grade. My mom had to come out and flipped out.
There's that stupid Cameron kid.
He was like a skater boy, and I was like a total geek. Okay, I'm like totally missing these super chats. Sorry guys. I haven't had anything to drink. Sorry, we're gonna drink whiskey here soon. Rob says, I'm in for a shot at the disco. Sorry to hear about your loss. Thank you, Rob. And fingers crossed for the discovery. Amy, cheers, and 2 for Trev. Yes, it's very sorry for your loss. Amy, thank you so much, by the way, for the samples you sent me. That JW Dant from 05 is pretty wild. So, nice and
JW Dant?
I need to get a new one so I can compare them. Do you have a bottle?
Is it like that cheap stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just picked a bottle of that up in Kentucky.
Like the 05 would have been probably better stuff, but nowadays it's just probably trash. Carl, very sorry for your loss. Cameron, all the best to you and Sarah. Can't stick around long. Dude, great to see you here, Carl. Thank you so much for the super chat, and I really appreciate it. Dave, what's up? Dave Rosas, cheers, sipping on some Willet Rye. That just hit Ohio. We finally have Willet distribution here, so that's awesome. Jay, all the best to you. You don't get it?
Mm-mm.
Everyone's flipping out about the pot still. Everybody wants that. Yeah.
The pot still?
I know. Everyone in Ohio's like, oh, Willet pot still's here. It's like, no.
I didn't believe, everyone talked crap about it. I didn't believe it until I tried it. It's not good. It's not good.
It's not. It tastes like sweet tea.
Something went wrong with that. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the rye. The rye's great, and I've never had any of the purple tops. That's a dream bottle for me. What did someone say? I don't even know. Okay, let's see. Kilko, give me the whiskey. Nice. Sugar Kitty, I missed. Penis.
Peen.
two E's. Oh, Aiden, did I miss your super chat, bro? Oh. He said, poor guy Aiden, because I had someone ask for E.H. Taylor, door slightly ajar for his friend. Nobody told him it wasn't real. I felt bad explaining.
You got any? Gosh. You have any of that door slightly ajar? Oh yeah, we sure do.
He just writes it with a Sharpie on the bottle.
1 second, I'll be right back. He never comes back.
Yeah. ORIF Screw says, Sup Trev, you're my favorite 3 channels along with Matt. You two would make an awesome channel together. Some love for the Bourbon Wrench himself, man. Yes.
Hey, but you're in that. It's you and me. We make a great love child.
I didn't know if that was you and me or maybe you and Matt potentially. I don't know if I was cut out of the mix.
I don't know. I'm taking it as it's you and I.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'll take it that way. I need a little.
That's how I'm taking it. That's how I'm taking it.
John says, jumping in late, sorry to hear the news, and that the trip to Iowa was soured. Cheers to happier memories of Brad. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers to that, man. Have a sip here.
Yeah, that's what I was drinking. You said that, and I got up and ran and got my McKenna too. So,
yeah. Okay, Dave, have you guys tasted Matt's Nassif blend? Yes, I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, I want to start the stream now. Thank you guys for the super chats. Holy smokes. All right, so Trev, you're going to pour. I sent Trev 4 samples. Trev sent me 3. I was that guy. I sent him an extra sample. But he instead sent me a Bourbon Wrench Kinsey glass, and that's my first one.
I was like, you know what? He sent me 4. Honestly, I should send him another sample. But then I was like, I don't really have anything else that is actually my favorite, to be honest. Hitter-wise. I was like, man, those are just not that good. And I was like, I'm just going to send him one of these instead. He hasn't had one. You don't have a Kinsey.
I don't have a Kinsey. It's my first one. And they feel so good. They feel good in the hand.
My Kinsey feels good in your hand, don't it?
It does. It's got sort of an oblong shape. It kind of tapers at the top. It's everything you want. Anyways, Roy R says, cheers to my two favorite channels. Thank you, Roy. I appreciate that, man. Really
good to see you, Roy.
Okay, so since I did 4, you did 3, why don't you pour my first sample first, and we'll go through that. And I'm going to show everybody what you're drinking. Let me get my answer key. Okay. I'm going to pour a little bit of it. Here, don't look, Trev.
I'm smelling it.
Here's what we got first. And I can't tell you more information about it. Some of you probably have a question about it, but I can't tell you or Trev would hear me. So, all right, I'm going to pour some here. You can turn around and look again.
I can look?
You can look. Show us that sexy hair.
Oh, it's not that bad for being.
No,
this is bad. That's it. Well, I slept. Might keep it off. I feel a little freeing. I feel alive.
Yeah, dude. You got the fresh fade on the sides. I mean, you're killing it. I need to get a haircut.
I still rock that army haircut. Just it keeps me into my cooler days.
Yeah.
I still feel cool. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, you're pretty cool. You're a cool guy.
I mean, you're decent.
I'll take decent. It's about as good as I ever get. That's what Sarah tells me.
Someone just John, where's your Kinsey? John. They're coming.
All right, Trev, what do you think about this one? What are you getting on this?
So, honestly, I was gonna say at first, when I first was smelling it behind my hat, I was like, man, that smells familiar. But it might have just been me smelling my own musk on my hat.
A little Aqua de Jo scent on your hat.
But now, okay, so I was initially gonna say it was like super, almost like a very candied, like a maker's level of, sweetness. But now there's something else coming up that is leading me into a different path that I again feels familiar to me, but in a different path.
All right. What do you think about what do you think about proof and age?
Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
It smells like kind of, just judging by like the color on all of these, as a matter of fact, I've already poured all 4 of them in the glass. I just have little toppers on them. I mean, they're all so dark. This one's probably older. I think this one's probably quite old. Now that I keep going back to it. Man, dude, this smells familiar to me. Do I have this? I don't have this, do I?
You might have something similar to it.
Maybe. There's something in this that's saying I've at least tried, maybe. I don't know.
Jeffrey says, anyone seen the movie Grumpy Old Men? I can see Cam and Trev having that type of relationship in 50 years. I haven't seen it, but I can imagine. I can only imagine. Have you seen it?
No, I'm just picturing 2 just best friends hanging out on the porch.
We're still going to be YouTubing, except we'll be YouTubing from different planets in 50 years,
You're going to be in a nursing home. I'm going to be
on Mars.
I'm going to have taken the secret serum that they come out with. I'm young and beautiful. I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Mom. My mom sent me a $20 super chat. So
that's
now the house is... That's my mom.
Julie Leach!
The house is playing for the Disco 4. I'm just kidding. She's not in the giveaway. Thanks, Mom. And Orifscrew says, the Bourbon drum wrench has a ring, don't you think?
That reminds me of like a drum key, huh? Is that
yeah,
what we're talking about? Just the drum key?
Yeah. Dude, I have a drum key that's a bottle opener and a drum key.
What?
It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
I have like all of my I have like 100 drum keys, for no reason. And you only use one, but
yeah.
I don't know. I need that bottle opener one.
Have you sipped this yet?
No, I've just been smelling it. The more I'm smelling it, the more I'm thinking maybe it's not as high of proof.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just gonna have to get into it. And then bye.
Man,
She's out. See ya.
$20. What's 20?
go,
The Franklin? Here's a Franklin. I'm out.
No,
is it 20
that's a
Franklin or a
freaking-
Jackson? It's a Jackson.
I
It's
was,
a
I was
Jackson.
gonna say it's a Jefferson, you idiot. But
Is it a Jeff? It's not a Jefferson.
It's Jackson.
Okay, it's Jackson.
Oh, I'm glad I stopped myself.
Oh God.
Well,
Hey,
okay, I'm
Whiskey
gonna
Mom.
taste this. Let's get into it. Have you?
Yeah, I just took a sip, but let's have one together. Cheers, man.
I don't know. I haven't had this. I've not. Whoa. There's something weird going on at the end there, man.
Yeah.
Is there something? This is. Hold on. Let me go back in.
Mm-hmm. Here, turn your head. Let me remind the people what we got here. All right. We're good.
There's something at the end, and call me crazy. This is either from some state that I'm unfamiliar with, or there's like a Scotch vibe.
I
Go
know what
at the
you're
very
saying.
end, so like single malt, like almost like a meat kind of thing, burnt.
Oh.
I don't know how to explain it, but at the back, very back. Do you get that?
I just took
Or
a
am I
sip.
crazy?
I'm waiting on it. No, something happens in the back end of it. But for me, it kind of like ramps up. It kind of gets spicier and it kind of goes somewhere.
It
on the back
changes.
end.
It literally goes from the front of the palate, and by the time it's at the end, it's an entirely different thing. It's confusing me.
Yeah.
And on the nose, I wouldn't guess that that's how it would do. I don't
I think
know.
you'll be surprised when I show you what it is.
I'm genuinely confused.
Blake says, when you realize you haven't paid with cash in forever, these things have people on it. Yeah. It's not like my Mickey Mouse credit card. I'm just kidding. I don't have one of those. Thanks, Blake. Inexperienced whiskey new guy. What a name.
Inexperienced whiskey new guy. Gosh dang it! I forgot who you. I found out who this was.
Really?
Where did I find that out? Yes,
That's
I already
hilarious.
forgot. I was like, who is this? They are a regular.
Please send it to Trev, man. Oh,
Yeah, what the
dang,
heck? I'm about to
listen to that, man. You got a proxy. That's funny.
hold on.
All right,
man. I got to do something.
That's funny.
Hold on.
Oh no, what are you doing? Cheers, guys. Brian, John. Let's see here. What else we got in the chat? Brian, I do have a ratchet drum key. Yes, I have like an old Ludwig one, maybe with like a red plastic handle. Does that sound right?
Hold on.
Hot buttery rolls. If she wins it, she's just gonna give it back to me, and that is not fair.
Did it go? All right, there we go. Gosh, dang it.
Eric says, so glad I watched the episode of Mash and Drum with D Wrench. This is my first episode here. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for jumping in here. And yeah, I mean, Jason's a legend in the community, man. So I think I saw some of the episode, but I didn't get to catch most of it. Oh, what's up? Look at this. And
So
if you win, you're gonna give it to the inexperienced. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
No, I'm taking it. I'm gonna
You're
drink.
taking it. Oh, another 5 for Army swag.
No, that's his. That's his entry. Amy, put
Is
that
it?
down for him. Okay, so my last comment on this. Man, it's not very. It gets kind of spicy on the back. The front, I could almost call that like a weeder or something. Like it's pretty soft. Maybe leading me into lower proof. It's kind of, I don't know what kind of proof this we're dealing with.
So, I mean, for this, man, on the front, It's like real sweet on the front. I almost get. Did you try the Woodford Very Fine Rare? It's
No,
almost got this like.
I don't think I've had any. No, I've had the chocolate one. It's
Yeah,
the only one I've had.
the chocolate malted. I haven't had that. The Very Fine and Rare has like this almost candied orange, like caramel orange type thing going on with it. I don't know how else to describe it, and this kind of feels like that to me. Oh, Trev Wilson after dark. Big Vic, we are winning a Discovery 4 tonight from Bardstown Bourbon Company.
We're back.
We're back. Brian with
It
another
was on
super
the
chat. Thank you,
battery.
Brian. Oh, okay. Dude, you almost went full Scott on the Blair Witch thing outdoors on that on the bourbon draft.
Dude, I thought my first thought was like the power just went out, but then I was like, you're an idiot. You're still sitting here looking at yourself on the computer. How did the power go out?
we had a breaker short circuit and we still don't have it fixed. So like the wall behind me, this wall and the other side of that's the living room. Nothing on that wall, and none of our outside lights work right now because we need to get an electrician here. So
Just do it, man. What's the worst that could happen? You get electrocuted?
I know I was back there like pressing the breaker and it's like shooting sparks out. I'm like, I probably shouldn't do that.
I'm just gonna leave.
All right, man. So let me show you what this is. So
okay, let's see it.
I might like this more because kind of the story behind me getting a bottle of this, and also because I know what it is. But this is a Weller 12 from 2013.
What?
So this is from WL Weller and Sons, not Buffalo Trace Distillery on the label. So yeah, 2013. I was first introduced to these. I got an old raised wheat version with like the Stitzel Weller or Bernheim juice, maybe the real dark stuff. A friend gifted that to me last summer, and then I got a taste for it, and I started buying a bunch of old Weller 12s. And I'd say 2015, weirdly, is the sweet spot. The 13 is good, but it's like it has a little dusty funk if you go back to it. Like you can kind of smell that.
So I was going into, I guess I was on the right path of, I was wanting to call it a weeder. That thing on the back, though, was really, maybe it was the bitterness from being 12. I don't know. It was weird on the back. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have called that a Weller. It's different. It is different.
Well, do you have any of your sample left?
Yeah, I just poured some more.
Do you have a Weller 12, like a normal one?
No.
Oh, man. I should have sent you one for comparison because this stuff puts today's Weller 12 to shame. I mean, and obviously the older you get, like the raised wheat one that I have with the decal on the bottle, that stuff is amazing. Yeah, but today's is pretty silly.
I'll be honest. This is much better than like what my vision. Like when I drink Wellers nowadays, they almost, a lot of them kind of have this really clear. I can tell that it's just the same crap at a different proof or something. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
this is different. This one's different.
Yeah. I got to get a few super chats here. Bubble Bath Bourbon. Might as well have a backup bottle of Disco 4. Stuff is so good. Absolutely, man. All the discoveries. I actually really like Discovery 1. It's my favorite, changes every other day, though. John T says,
I haven't had one.
Dude, one, like, a lot of people have it in, like, last place for their, lineup. I don't know, man. It's like some of the older ones, they're almost too rich sometimes. Like the one is like I can drink it every day because I think the Barton that's in there is only 11 and a half years old. It's not 13. So everything's a little lighter. Cheers, John. Thank you, man. And Hendo needs a little more D4 in his life. Brian says, great to find you through Matt Madness. Trev, you're the best. Love the collab. Awesome, Brian. Thanks for being here.
Heck yeah, Brian.
Or if Screw, another super chat. Wow, man. Thank you so much. Then Trev can share it with his Patreons.
He wants me to win.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to figure out whoever wins this giveaway. If it's someone that's winning it for you, we'll have to figure out which of their entries it was. If it's their entry or your entry. That's funny.
It's messed up. You guys better quit.
Keith, man, I agree. I do 60% of the 12, 40% of the antique. That's a good combo.
Now, okay. How easy is it for you guys to get Weller 12?
No, it's not. Once a year on a lottery.
So lottery.
So I got one this year. Sarah actually won it for me, which was nice.
When they're in the lottery, are there quite a few of them?
Maybe like if I'm thinking Weller 12, there could be like 1,000 bottles. I would think, but like usually there's 100,000 entries, so you have a 1% chance of winning usually, like at most on any of these lotteries.
I don't really even see it in lottery here, but I went to the liquor store next to the good one that I go to, so the museum, and they had a full shelf of Weller 12 behind the counter, no price tag, and I'm like, these suckers aren't going to know what that is. They're going to sell it to me. So I'm like, hey, how much is one of those Weller 12? She pulls it down, clicks it, $2.50. And I was like, you can put it back. I'm going to leave.
I like being able to I mean, I don't ever get rude at store owners, but I like to be able to be like, you're crazy. When I go out of state, it's like, you're out of your mind. And then like be polite about it, but also it's true.
No, I told them, I was like, I have bottles I need to buy, but I'm just going to go somewhere else because that's ridiculous. And I don't want to support you. And I left.
Right.
I was like, put it back. I'm going to go shop somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Eric Thompson, my favorite bourbon is one I'm drinking right now. I agree with that. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat, Eric. And Big Vic says it won't hurt to have a backup bottle. 100%.
Everyone in your dang backups. It's that good, huh?
It's good, man. It's good. And it's got that 15-year-old Beam juice in there.
Yeah.
I love 15-year-old Beam. A Knob Creek store pick is like my favorite thing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting bogged down. So let me do your first sample now. Let's do it.
Don't look. I have to grab the bottle because I told you that I was going to do it and I didn't do it. So
it's okay. I'm not.
You just keep doing that. This is his sample A, everyone. You see that, guys? I'll explain later. Okay, I'll just set that right here. Okay.
Am I good?
All right, you can look. It's safe. My clothes are back on.
Oh. Very nice.
Very nice. All right, let me grab
the bottle and price tag, shake my head and leave. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Your glass A. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, geez. We're going high proof right off the jump.
That's gosh dang right.
Let's do it. Yours goes from low to high, so we'll have to give ourselves a break before we go to this next one.
I think yours does too. I think maybe that's what I did.
Okay.
I'm looking at your answers. Yeah, I think that's what it, yeah.
Man, this is definitely heavy on the proof, but also this was 90 proof. Not a fair comparison. Man, this almost has it's got that cooling mintiness on the nose. Could be, like it kind of crawls up your nose a little bit.
I'm going to tell you right now, dude, I know you've had this, but shoot, I can't say too much.
It's okay. I'm getting a little bit.
I'm going to get your thoughts first before I say any more.
Yeah, definitely not a weeder. It's got too much. To me, it's got too much kick, too much spice. And for a second, I was like, Elijah Craig barrel proof, but now I'm like, maybe this is a high proof Buffalo Trace because it's almost got like some candied cherry going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's to me, that's what I get. It's like this really, I don't know how to ever explain it, but it's like, you called it the mintiness. I call it like this bright. I mean, it lights like your nose. It's as if you're smelling like menthol, and it kind of lights you.
Yes.
I call that. I'm just like, this is bright. But it does. This has that. You feel it all the way up your dang nose.
Yes, but now I might be getting a little hint of nuttiness in this. Yeah, this could be an Elijah Craig barrel proof still. Part of me is kind of.
I would save all my reservations for the palate.
Yeah.
I think everything you're saying. I think you're gonna It's going to go like this, and then you'll start formulating.
Right. Orb Screw's enjoying Rittenhouse Rye, Antigua Formula, Vermouth, and Luxardo Cherry Manhattans tonight. Anybody else? Little cocktail evening, huh? Nice. All right. Cheers, man.
Yeah, let's get into it. Does that tell you anything?
Yeah,
I want to hear your opinions because I have something to say, but it might kind of lead you down a direction. So I want to see what you think first before I say it, as to not steer you into a direction.
Man, it tastes to me like it's from Heaven Hill, 100% now on the palate. But maybe I'm crazy. I feel like I'm getting a lot of peanut butter. Oh, it's so. I mean,
it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got more candy fruit on there than I would expect. If it
especially if you know what I showed them.
Oh God. Oh, yeah. Drew Tucker, what's up, man? Hey, everybody. My buddy Drew Tucker is an amazing vibraphonist. He's played with some seriously killer musicians over the years. You guys might know Nora Jones. He's just a real baller. And it's not a xylophone is his brand because he plays a vibraphone and everybody calls it a xylophone. So if you have the opportunity looking for some new music, check out Drew Tucker and the New Standard. That's Drew's group. He's a buddy of mine now living in Georgia. Used to be down in Florida. Thanks, Drew. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you for teaching me what a vibrator phone is.
Damn it.
I never knew what that was. Never knew what that was, brother. No, that's honestly, funny. I've never even heard of that instrument.
A vibraphone is like a metal xylophone. It's made out of metal bars, and it has a foot pedal to where if you push the pedal down, it'll just sustain. It's like a piano in that way. So if you if you just leave the pedal, it's a drier sound, and then if you push it down, it'll sustain itself. So
read some of the comments.
I know. Hang on here. Uncle Buck, what's he play? Keep him away from my girlfriend and sister. Drew's happily married. Drew's happily married with kids. Oh my gosh. Whiskey shake weight. What? Oh God. Jeff says a vibraphone is a highly underutilized instrument. Absolutely, man. Lionel Hampton, says Brian. Good call out. Good call out. Nice. Dude, what did you give me? I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed when I find this out.
What? You looked and saw a bottle, didn't you?
Maybe.
What are you thinking? And I will help you.
Dude, this could be... So I might be totally off in left field now. Buffalo Trace products, Mash Bill 2... Sometimes the rye for me gets a little bit nutty and grainy tasting, and I'm getting that out of this. It's not nuttiness. It's like rye, it's a Buffalo Trace rye grain, which has a distinct taste to me.
So what are you thinking?
Hang on.
I
can see this being a Rock Hill Farms.
Okay, so you'll be glad to know that I do not own that bottle.
Okay.
But... You are in the right ballpark. You're in the area, kind of.
Okay.
Okay, so you said...
Wait a second.
On the nose. Smell the nose again.
Okay.
Dig deep. Dig real deep. And there's a hint that tells you...
oh, dude, I'm getting so much... it's weeded.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm getting all that grain character from this.
That's right.
Duh.
But I mean,
but proof wise, I gotta go back to this.
The proof is now going to give it away.
I don't know that I've ever had this.
You probably think it's something else. You want to know what it is, or you want to keep guessing?
This could be a foolproof, but it doesn't seem that high of proof to me. Okay. It could just be an antique, man. Antique store pick? I don't know. Oh, Okay, one more sip.
Yeah, one more sip, lock it down.
It's really good. Really sweet. I'm going to say this is an antique store pick. Final answer.
Final answer, you are gosh dang close.
Foolproof. Okay.
Foolproof
Damn.
pick. Now, I picked this specific pick. This pick is so much different than the last one I had, and it's substantially better. This,
Okay.
I was like, I poured this one and was like, whoa, that's way better than my first one. Someone said, I bet it's CYPB. I wasn't going to send him CYPB because it's not my favorite. This is better. This is way better than CYPB is.
Yeah.
And that was the whole concept, is I'm going to send him what I really like. I love this. It doesn't scream, when you drink that, it does not scream that I'm a Weller Foolproof at all.
Right. No, it didn't. It was somewhere between, at the beginning, like Stag Jr. and like an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof that's not very nutty. It was like in that realm.
It drinks a little more, less weeder. It drinks more of a rye product than it does a weeder, especially at first. It will trick you. That's the first thing. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. Dude, and I've said this on other live streams, my Foolproof pick sucks. It's a terrible barrel. And when, and that one was better that you just gave me. And the one that Daniel, in the chat here, I don't want to say his first and last name, but Daniel, a buddy of mine, sent me a sample of his Foolproof pick, and it was like God's gift to earth. So those things vary so much, it seems like.
And I didn't think that until I tried this one. I was like, I just assumed like, Weller Foolproof, it's fine, that's good. And then I opened this one. And this one's actually from a store in Kentucky. I don't know if any OGs in the chat, I Whiskey She Wines did a giveaway in, I guess, 2019 is the sticker on this. And I was the one who won that bottle. So, and it blew my pick out of the freaking water.
That's awesome. I would love to win a bottle like that.
They did, it was the start of COVID, and they did like a giveaway to all the proceeds were going to go to like bartenders and stuff. And they did this.
Oh, that's cool.
They did this bottle, and I entered, and I was like, I'm not going to win that. There's tons of entries. Freaking won it.
Dang. Ooh. That's awesome, man. So Eric says, now sipping on FAE 01. It's my first ever FAE makers. Makers at 110.6 is amazing. So speaking of that, guys, before we go to this next pour, and let me just say this live stream is going to go well over 9 o'clock. I apologize for those of you who are going to go hang with Drew P and all that kind of stuff. It is what it is. We're going to go later. So,
no, there's no apologizing. We're going later.
We're going later. All right. So
I've spoken.
I wanted to show you guys a couple of new bottles that I got. I have them laid out back here. So I did just get the FAE 01 makers. I hate Maker's Mark #1, but I was sent samples. I know. Egad. Gasp. I was sent samples from Amy Bohm of the RC6 and the SE4 PR5, and I smelled them off the top, and I was like, those smell pretty damn good. And then this just hit locally, and I was like, all right, screw it. I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to do a review of this, and then put it next to Amy's samples in a video. I took a sip of this, and I really like it. So my mind is getting changed about makers slowly but surely. The private selections, I don't like most of those.
My problem with private selects is, they can be so different, and you can't really ever tell what you're going to have, because it's like, we used 8 of this and 9 of that. And I'm like, I don't know what 7 of those staves taste like. What? I don't know.
French mocha. Okay.
Oh, it has 6 of them. Wow. That one's going to be great. Heck, if
I only like it when there's 5.
I want 5. Dang it.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. The yearly releases, I've loved all of them.
Yeah. This is my first experience with them, and I'm impressed, man. Speaking of, guy says, I'm staying here watching Trev and Cam drink, LOL. Yeah, that it might devolve in a little bit. We'll see.
I'm already smelling your bee.
Okay. Ooh, we smell.
Because I smelled for a while.
Yes, this is the ADHD Nassif bottle. So I just grabbed this, and then Haskell's called everybody and asked if we wanted a bottle of the light whiskey. So I have a 14-year, 69.6 proof Obtainium light whiskey on the floor here as well. This is some pretty good stuff. And I texted Matt the other day, and I was like, killer blend, and also the black corks. It's cool, man.
I have a bottle that has a black cork. I had it today, and I was like, what is that? So I have this random 3-chord bottle, and it has a black cork. What is up with that?
I don't know. I'm down with it because I like synthetic corks. Yeah. Hey, guys, just a reminder, you can see the banner scrolling at the bottom. Every $5 super chat gets you entered into a giveaway to win a Bardstown Discovery Series number 4. We're going to draw at the end of the stream. That'll probably be closer to 10 o'clock Eastern, to be honest with you. We've got Amy Bohm keeping track of super chats. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Okay.
Aiden, what about me, man?
What's he say?
He says, if you ever need an Obtainium, hit me up.
I'm good now. I got that bottle, and then I had JG in the chat here sent me 2 samples of Obtainium. So I'm gonna do a review of Obtainium, and I'm gonna do 3 different samples. And
were they hazmat?
One of them's hazmat. One of them.
I've had a sample of the hazmat, man, and it's pretty good stuff.
Really?
It's pretty good. That was the first ever hazmat I've ever had, and I couldn't have told you that it was hazmat.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude! No, I didn't order that. They didn't tell me about that. Honey barrels are some of my favorite finishes. God. Dang it, Jeffrey.
I think I know what this one already is, man.
Really? I gotta hang on. Let me show everybody. So, where's my glass? I gotta clean my glass.
Here. Trying to get my hat off before I'm even ready, brother. I'm saying this as if I know exactly. I'm going to be totally wrong. I'm always wrong, but
you might know.
I love this nose, and I'm like, this smells right up my alley.
Okay, turn your head. I'm going to show everybody what this is, and I'll pour mine.
I'm ready. I'm going to keep smelling.
Okay, hang on. I'm pouring first. Okay, now let me show everybody. Here we go. Let's see. See if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. Boom. Okay. You can turn back around.
Yeah. So I'm getting tons of candy.
Oh, it's so good, man.
This is like, dude, this is candy. Is this not candy to you? Melted candy?
I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, I mean, it is. I just don't even know what to. Okay, don't look at the chat, Trev. Don't look at the chat. HBR, stop it.
No, he's throwing me off. I already know what this is, friggin' Chris. I hope I know what this is.
Look at Chris spoiling that. Orf's with another super chat. Man, thank you so much. I don't have a chance in hell to find Barton. Barton's where I live. If I win the bottle, I will. Oh, Bardstown, where I live. If I send it to Trev, half of it. Make it happen, Trev. Make it happen.
Wait, what? Find Barton's.
I think he meant Bardstown.
Okay, where I live. If I win the bottle,
I'll send Trev half of it.
Open reduction internal fixation screw. Come on, man.
Okay, let's see. Oh, HBR says he will never guess that. Yeah, you're right.
He's sitting there laughing, Chris. I know what this is. Just wait until this graces my tongue.
Tell me what else you're smelling, man, because there's something distinct in here that I don't know if you've ever smelled anything that would have this on there.
Whatever, dude. This is a freaking weeder.
That's interesting. HBO says, "I'm sorry, I ruined your whiskey drunk."
Dude, it's gotta be what I'm thinking it is, man.
Bro, you didn't ruin anything. HBR, you better hop on at the end of this stream and sing us all some Creed. Sing us to sleep, man. We'll do double drummer and vocalist Creed.
Could you imagine?
That's like, there's not a worse thing. Or a better thing. It's a friggin' weeder. Cam and Trev bicker and talk crap, but this flight shows Cam's true feelings. Yes, Jeffrey, exactly. Thank you. Trev is a good friend.
Everyone's trying to throw me off. I mean, I don't know.
Oh man.
Oh, you sipped it.
Oh my goodness.
That's a weeder. It's weeded through and through, brother.
Okay.
This is Maker's Mark.
Oh my God, bro. Actually, that's kind of funny that you said that, but
This
no,
is FAE 2021. Final
what are you
answer.
saying? What are you okay?
Final answer,
All right.
bro. Final answer.
Bro, you're drinking a 1990 Old Granddad Bonded. What are you saying?
No, I'm not.
I swear to
really?
you, bro. Yes.
Am I really?
Got that tax strip. So I have an 83 and a 1990, and the 83 is on its last leg. So I didn't want to kill it on this. I should have. Sharing is caring. But 1990, man.
No.
Let's see
So
the-
I did put it into my head once he showed me the makers. I'll be honest though, I went all in and I fully accept responsibility for being totally wrong. That does not taste like any old freaking granddad of today.
No,
Period.
not even close.
Not
It's old.
even not even in the same neighborhood.
It's from National Distillers, man. Before Bean Bottom.
Okay,
So
I will give it, maybe knowing now it's a dusty. There's that, maybe what I was calling a weeder funk was maybe the dusty funk.
it is.
It has
and-
it has the funkiness, right?
Yeah.
And okay, hot butter roll sweeter isn't necessarily weeder. It is very sweet. And then that funkiness, I just assumed, I was like, I saw the makers, sweet,
Mm-hmm.
funky. I went with it, but it is not old granddad bonded of today.
I know today is hilarious in comparison to this.
Hilariously bad compared to this.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. So Daniel P says I could use a backup Discovery 4.2. It's so good. Thanks for the super chat, man. And fingers crossed for the giveaway. And HBR back. Sweeter isn't necessarily weeder. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, this is like syrupy. It almost smells like you're saying candy. It's very syrupy.
It is so good. I mean,
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Dude, I've always wanted to get an Old Granddad 114 from National Distillers, a higher proof. And what's up?
Continue.
Sorry. No.
I'm basking in the greatness of this, to be honest.
Like, and what's hilarious is even the 1983, just 7 years earlier, is probably 4 times as good as this.
Wait, what year did you say this was?
This is a 1990, and it's 8 years old.
Okay. I think this is the oldest thing I've ever had.
Okay, yeah.
I think prior to this pour, I had it was like a 92 Old Fitz, the bonded, like the 100 proof Old Fitz or something. No, this is absolutely incredible. And if this, okay, let me put it this way. If the bottles of 1990 tasted like this, and the flavor isn't because of something changing in the bottle over time,
right?
Then what a time to be alive. Because if this was just sitting on the shelf for like $15 or whatever that probably cost back then, this is freaking, it puts every bottle up to the $30, $40 mark on today's shelves to shame. I said it.
Dude, I mean, so the pricing of these things, right? So like a 1983, the 83 that I got was gifted to me by a friend, the same friend that gave me the old Weller 12. And he gave it to me, and at the time the auction prices were about $650. And I was like, "Oh my God, man, you sure you want to give this to me?" And he said, "Yeah." Dude, they're $1,500 now. They're like sitting around 15. And then like the 1990, a guy in a local group popped up with this, and a bunch of flippers were like, I could tell they were going to try to get it and just flip it because he didn't really know what he had. And I said, "Look, dude, like I said, I'll drive to you. I'll give you $375 for that bottle, and I will crack it as soon as you give it to me. I promise I'm drinking this thing, you know." And he was down for it, and so I went and picked it up. And one of these 1990 exact bottle just went for $1,000 the other day, and I was like, "Jeez Louise."
No, dude, to be honest, you know the crazy thing about this, and I'm looking at it had that funkiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
this might sound crazy, but if you look up at like this Wild Turkey Masters Keep the 17 has this funkiness to it. This little dude almost competes with that.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that good. It's so good.
I mean, I just think the flavor profile is so different, and I've been trying to drink more and more Dusties over the last year or so, and there's nothing better for me. Like, I would take this bottle over just about any other bottle that I have, even though it's like not an advanced bourbon necessarily, like in its core, but when it has that dusty funk on it, I just enjoy it. You know, it's just a good flavor, man.
No, I would pick that over name 10 bottles, and I'd probably pick it over it. You know, I wouldn't call it super complex, especially like the finish is kind of gone. Right. It's, you know, it is. You can tell that it's just a regular old thing, but what you are getting on the tongue is so freaking good. That it does not taste like Old Granddad. If anyone in the chat has had Old Granddad, this is not it. Something's changed. Something's changed.
Eric says, my first bourbon was a gift for my 18th in 1983. It was Old Granddad 114, and that is like a dream bottle for me. And that stuff looks like motor oil in the bottle. It is so dark.
I bet it doesn't. I bet it tastes better than motor oil.
I hope. Oh, wow. Cohen says, OGD was highly revered bourbon back in the day, and it was considered a higher-end bourbon. And Beam turned it into a bottom to mid-shelf bourbon by design, not to compete with Beam higher-end stuff. Oh, so they acquired it, and then they destroyed it.
Drove it to the ground. I still think it's good, but like the Old Granddads of today are way too like orange citrusy to me. Like it's like orange peel, and I do not like it.
It's like orange peel and peanuts, you know.
Yes, and that's it. And I don't like it.
I always get like some weird lemon oil thing in Old Granddad Bonded now. It's like got this kind of lemony citrus, thing. You know? Yeah. All right, man. I got to get on your glass too.
That's gonna blow mine out of the water, dude. I'm just telling you right now. That is so freaking good.
I'm excited about this.
Gosh, dang it!
All right, let's see.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the last one of mine is probably like my favorite of the lot. It's just a banger to me.
Yeah.
This one's a little more fitting, and the people will understand here in a second.
Oh, that's hot.
Here, look. I didn't even show them. Look that way.
Okay.
Keep looking. All right, you can turn back. Oh, shoot. He saw it. Oh, he saw what I had. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm okay. I am interested, especially with our talk. You know, we've talked a lot. I want to know what you think of this one.
Okay.
What are you getting?
Man, this is a hot, fiery monster.
That's right, baby. That's all I'm going to give you.
It's nice and rich. I get a little bit of, so I get baking spices, a little bit of dark chocolate. Oh, yeah. Brown sugar, maybe some dark cherry. I mean, it's like a really dark nose all the way around.
I will say that there's a note that I get on this that honestly was kind of overshadowed by the one that you sent me. I normally get like this, like a dusty quality to this. But I think the one before that you sent me was so much more of that dusty funkiness that it kind of hides it on this one.
Well, this definitely has like oak funk, and what you're talking about, I get the funk. It's just like a different kind of funk. You know, it's not as sweet. Like the dusty funk to me tends to like get really sweet on a lot of those older bourbons.
Yeah. This is a different. Gosh dang it, Jason Busey, get out of here.
I get some nuttiness on this one I get actually Cracker Jack a Cracker
Yeah.
Jack note here.
Yeah, definitely.
I get some cane sugar sweetness too on the nose. You know, like I always say, it's like the sugar in the raw packets, those brown packets at restaurants or something. You put in your coffee.
You're
Like a little
making
bit of
that.
like
I'm just kidding.
I swear. No, you know what? You
You're
know what it's
making
like?
that up.
You ever have like a little cup of espresso and they give you that stick with the sugar on the end? You know what I'm talking about? And you
I
put it
don't
in
go
the
to those
espresso.
hipster shops, man.
Shit. And here I'm at Tommy Hilfiger.
What'd you
Got
say?
that. I said I got this Tommy Hilfiger, man.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you said, and you're wearing Tommy Hilfiger. I was like,
no
what?
no me. And talking about stirring my espresso.
I have a skull on my shirt.
Very different. What's up, Robotic? Good to see you. Man, we got 85 in the chat. Hey, I haven't even checked the likes, but if you're in here hanging out, please hit that like button.
Hit the
Appreciate it.
freaking like button now.
Whoa, Trev. Dude.
If you did not hit the like button, you failed.
What Trev
Yeah,
meant to
this
say was
one's
they don't
so
have
good.
those. They don't have those shops in backwoods Alabama.
Well, sure as heck don't, brother. We got camo and real tree. That's camo too.
Dude, okay. This could be a weeder in a weird way. Oh. Oh, we got an old Fitz on our hands, boy.
Oh.
We
So
got an old Fitz.
Are you getting okay? I don't want to give too much away. Are you getting some? You're getting some age on this?
Not a ton, actually. Like, I have a sample of an old Fitz 14, and it's got. I feel like it's got more oak on it than this. But
Well, you can't go taste it. Yeah, Biggin is right up.
I got a little hype here from Young Pei Chang. You can't tell me what to do, Trev. Anything for you, Cam. Oh, look at that.
What the heck, man?
Look at that hype.
I was gonna wear scrubs for you tomorrow too.
Dude, which one of you knob gobblers hit the unlike button? Who's
It
knob
was
gobbling
him.
up in here? I hit my own like button. I'm just trying to stir the pot. Okay, let's see here.
Let's get in. I'm about to taste this some gun. It smells so good. Like I love this bottle a lot.
All right, cheers, man.
You stopped me. I was going in and I was about to cheers you. It launched into my mouth.
That's
Whoa.
damn.
That
That seems like a higher
up.
proof. That doesn't seem like an old Fitz type of proof there.
Woo!
Whoa, man. What is this?
That's what I'm talking about. Honestly, I also wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting this to do that to my tongue either. That
just happened.
woke me the heck up.
What is this crap? Jason says, "Go Navy."
Where's my army
let-
people in here?
I'll let you
Carlo,
respond.
Carlo, Young Pai Chang, come on, man. Let's get it. Let's friggin' attack Jason.
Adriana said, "I'm a proud knob goblin, but thumbed up the video." Oh, there's a lot of potential double entendres in that. I'm not even gonna touch it. That's hilarious. Go Army. Hooah, says Lido.
There we go. Lido, let's go. Huh? Uta showed up out of freaking nowhere.
There we go.
Carlo, be all you can be. Oh,
Dude, what did you give me? Okay, let me take a quick little sip.
I sent this one on purpose. I want to see where you go. Where you go to?
Now that I'm tasting it again, there's a good amount of age. I'd say this is feeling like around 12 years old to me, 12, 13.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if it's a rye or a wheat. I thought it was a wheat for a while, and now I'm kind of getting weird about it. I feel like it's probably rye. Hang on.
So going back to the palate. No, me knowing what this is, I would want to call this something that it's not. But I don't know what you're getting. I'm
Like
almost
on the
getting like a nuttiness. That nuttiness.
Oh yeah. What did I say? I said Cracker Jack on this one. Like,
Yep. Yeah, I can see kind of something along those lines. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like if I was just if I tasted this one time, I didn't. If I just put it in my mouth and I didn't nose it, I didn't think about it, I would just be like, that's an Elijah Craig barrel proof. Like, and I would just go about my day. But like when I'm like thinking about it now, it's like it has some of those qualities, but it's not quite there. You know, like I don't know. But it could be. It could be a batch that I don't.
Could it?
No. You know what? It almost has a C920 vibe to it. It almost has a C920 vibe.
Uta, bist du Deutsch? Ich spreche Deutsch, Eric. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Jeffrey says, go percussion section, bang, bang. All right.
Give it, Cam. Before you guess what this is, give us your best little air drum solo. Not
Dude,
solo,
come
but
on.
no, not solo, but like a fill, like. I'm saying.
Dude, but if they could see my feet, then I would go. There we go. I would do
If
this.
you could see my feet, you would be blown away, but you can't.
I would do this.
I would just be doing this, and my feet are doing the same thing.
I would be doing this.
I'd be like twirling it.
Oh, jeez, man. For Disco 4, cheers, guys. Thanks, Lord Jules. Thank you. Freaking nerds, says Lito.
Lito, do push-ups. Adam Shelton, it's for your imagination, man.
Oh, dude, here. I'll just do one fill, Jeffrey, and everybody should be able to name this. I'll do it again.
Beethoven's Fifth?
Dude, get out of here. Oh, God. I probably can't.
Everyone's calling Phil Collins.
Yes, exactly. Where's it
In
at?
the air
There it
tonight.
is. In
How
the air
am I a
tonight.
drummer and I didn't even know what you're doing?
Dude, come on. What are you...
I'll be honest. I thought you were just doing like there's that drum fill it's like I was picturing your feet, so it goes doo-doo, like a paradiddle. So doo-doo, drum fill, kicks, doo-doo. So doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. That's what I thought you
Doo-doo
were doing.
everywhere. Just so much
Doo-doo,
doo-doo.
doo-doo. And I'm like, that's just a drum. What are you doing? I was picturing his feet, people.
Dang, dude, I gotta pour a little more of B. I was trying to save half of these samples, but I'm getting confused
I'll
on
send
B.
you more if you want more, but
Remind everybody what it is. I'll turn my head. Remind everybody what B is. While I knows it.
okay, I'm reaching for it. Here we go. Here, I'm still reaching. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. We mixed a little bit in there.
Okay, so I gotta narrow this down between Elijah Craig barrel proof and there was something else I was thinking about. No, it's not that. Okay, I'm gonna say this is Elijah Craig barrel proof. But it seems like it's got too much cherry. I'll just go with ECBP.
You were all
B5.
over it, dude. You were calling the notes, but you weren't right. Discovery 2.
Son of a bitch! Dude, when I just said No, it wouldn't be that. I was thinking of a Discovery. I'm not even kidding you.
When you started saying cherry, like it has that wild turkey vibe to it.
Well, I was gonna say it tastes like Discovery 4 because Discovery 4 has some nuttiness, but you said you don't have Discovery 4, so I was like, well,
So you're
okay.
like, it's got to be a Discovery.
Son of a bitch! I can't believe that.
It does. It has a lot of that nuttiness, and then, like you said, it has a cherry type thing to it, and that's what I was like. Man, it's weird to me, but I love it. I love that stuff,
dude. I should have known that because that one lights you on fire. It's like mysteriously hot. Yeah,
it lights you the friggin' heck up.
Oh, I'm pissed.
But it is. It's
God.
Knowing what that is now, like. I totally get like wild turkey vibes, like a really high proof turkey. If turkey went up to that high,
like a Russell's Reserve, there are similarities between Russell's Reserve and what you just gave me. Except that one has more nuttiness than Russell's Reserve and obviously higher proof.
I would almost say, have you had the 17 bottle in Mon?
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's almost like a mix between that and like a higher proof wild turkey. It has some of that weird funkiness and cherry.
Yeah.
And then it has, but it does, I mean, it lights you up, man.
I would almost say it's like a mix between that and like Elijah Craig barrel proof in a way. You know what I mean? Like,
probably more of that. Yeah.
Dang.
It's pretty good.
Solid bottle, dude. I love that bottle. Oh.
I'm glad I have this bottle. It's so freaking good.
Right before it exploded, after the Bourbon Junkies broke Bardstown Discovery for all of us. Boom.
Let's go.
Dude, look at this comment. Look what Young Pei said. I'm audio only, can't watch, so it just sounds like they're on a scavenger hunt in Dusty Dan's basement.
No, dude. We would be like, yeah, I'm tasting a little bit of World War II, a little bit of Prohibition in this, a little bit of World War I sprinkled on top.
That's it.
Dusty Dan, did you see a while back he cracked open that like 1915 or something stupid?
Yeah.
Like, what? What is that?
I don't even know, man.
All right, let's get into your C.
Okay. Where am I going here?
Again, dude, all of yours that you've sent me are so dark.
Oh, this one's pretty crazy.
I'm not even drinking water. I don't need to cleanse. Okay, so I don't know if my nose is broken, but like all three of my noses, I feel like are the same.
All what?
Like all of the noses. I mean, it's so sweet. It's like candied, delicious sweetness.
On what? The ones I've given you?
Yes, all three of them are just candy sweetness, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, you got to turn your head so I can pour this and show everybody. Oh, man, I'm returning the favor. Oh, crap, I poured too much. Hang on.
What is this?
I'm returning the favor because someone introduced me to this bottle and blew my world with it. I don't know if you've had one of these yet, so hang on. I'm showing everybody now. I'm going to see if I can show them a little close-up of the label. Oh, the light doesn't quite make it there, so. All right, there we go, guys. All right, Trev.
Dude, this one, okay, I will say this is definitely the highest proof. This is lighting my nose up. It's lighting me up, man.
Oh, yes. Oh, so good.
Dude, that's really good. It's super sweet. It's super, I don't know, that proof definite. I mean, it's a prevalent force in the nose.
Oh, man.
If you smell too hard, dude,
I know. It'll crawl up your nose, man. We have what, 88 in the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight, and please hit that like button if you have not already.
And get those super chats in. We're giving away Cam is giving away a Discovery 4.
I mean,
guys, we are giving it away.
Look at that.
I got Cam this bottle. Oh, Adam says I'm never gonna guess this one. What if this
Yeah, I
is the
don't know.
makers?
Yeah, right. No. Gary says I have one of this one unopened and I just don't want to open it. If you open it, be careful, man. Be very careful how much you drink at a time. Because I've only had this for... Well, I bought this for myself as a present after I did this big... Well, that big piece that I did at the end of March with that orchestra. I bought my bottle of this as a gift to myself at the end of that. And I opened it and I was like, I'll save this bottle, use it for special occasions. And it's a third of the way gone. So, damn it. The Linux Cat, $5 super chat since I'm giving away a Discovery 4. Thank you. Thank you.
What's up, Donnie?
Yes.
Ooh, man, dude, that's hot. That is so hot on my nose. I'm just gonna taste it.
Yeah, just taste it.
Whoa,
Dude.
bro, what is that?
It's like really sweet and really intense and bitter too.
Dude, that's high.
Yeah. Oh,
That's hot.
God, I love this bottle.
What the heck is that?
All right, give me some of your notes, man. What are you getting?
Hold on. I'm gonna have to go back, dude. I have no idea what this is.
Oh shit! Edward Palmer just signed me up for that discovery. Cheers, drum guys. Keep beating it.
Let's beat it.
Oh, it's low-hanging fruit. I'm sorry. Thank you, Edward. Josh. Josh Randall. You sent Josh Randall over here, man. Awesome.
I specifically messaged Josh Randall and I said, Josh, freaking get here, man.
Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, like this is fun because it's a blind tasting, but we know that we're drinking good stuff. This like is way more fun for me because it's like, you know, we get to enjoy it too.
I don't know. I don't know how good you went. This is so hot to me. This is drinking like. This is like maybe a Buffalo Trace vibe.
Okay, I can see why you might say that.
So I don't know if we're going towards like Stagg Jr. or friggin' George T. Stagg. I don't know how well we went. I don't know. This is so hot. This is hot.
But okay, take your nose away from the glass a little bit. There's something distinct that you should pick up on with this. Away from the glass. It's like...
Not feeling it, man.
All right. It's not necessarily a tasting note. It's like an overall thing.
Oh, at this point, you just need to tell me. No, don't tell me what the bottle is. Tell me what the note is that I should get. That you're getting.
Dusty.
A dusty? You just sent me all dusties?
Not all dusties. 3 out of the 4.
Okay. You said dusty, and of course I immediately start getting a funk, but that's probably all in my head. But dude, that's so hot. What is that?
I know, right? Jake says, calling my win now since I also live in Ohio, and it's an easy transport. When you get tobacco on a whiskey, say, her breath tasted like cigarettes. That's funny, man. Cheers, Jake. And what part of Ohio are you in, man? Aiden is saying... Oh, Amy, it's so much more fun when we know what's in the blind. I agree, Amy. It's so much fun.
I almost wanted to call like a butterscotch the first thing I went to, but now I don't know.
No. You're on the right track. I think a lot of these Dusties, though, have these butterscotch notes, these candy butterscotch notes.
I have to smell it this far away from my face. I don't know what this is. Narrow it down, Trev. I don't know what this is.
Oh, Jeffrey, man, I didn't know you were in Cincinnati. Holy crap. Next time I'm down there, I'm going to send you a message.
All I can tell you is that this smells absolutely incredible. That's all. I don't know, man.
One more sip. One more sip, and then I'll show you what it is. Oh,
That one just
that was not
kind
as
of drying my tongue.
that wasn't as that one to me was sweeter and easier to drink. It wasn't as like aggressive to me, but
I don't know, man. Like it's starting to get that dusty, musty funk, and I almost wanted to call like a turkey, but this is way too hot to be a turkey.
Adam's giving you shit. He said butterscotch barrel proof dusty, incredible, but relate it to today.
No. I got it.
Okay.
It has this almost like a nuttiness. This is a pirate bottle Elijah Craig.
How did you know that?
That's what this is.
How did you know that?
I called it, didn't I? Gosh dang it, I did. Let's go.
I don't get a lot of nuttiness on it, but I think the heat for me covers it up so much. But this is this is batch 11. This is 139.4.
So, okay, Cam, this is what happened.
Okay.
The proof is what really locked it in. Like I started getting what I was calling that turkey kind of funk. And the only other bottle that I kind of like bottles that I get that on are like Elijah Craig batches, that nutty type of just super high proof thing.
Yeah.
I would have never, on a first pass through, I'd have never called that Elijah Craig barrel proof. But giving the hint of dusty, I was like, well, shoot, I'm almost wanting to call this Elijah Craig barrel proof. But the dusty or the pirate bottle would only be the only dusty.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. If you look back at what's going to be that high of proof, I don't feel like there's a lot of stuff that's because like back before ECBP was a thing, like what was being bottled at that kind of a proof? Like, I don't know.
Me neither. And that's why that was my thing. I was like, man, this smells almost like a turkey. It has that funky like dusty, peanutty note. But they don't go that high. So I was like, it's got to be the only other thing that I get kind of nuttiness on like this. And you said you don't get the nuttiness, but I kind of do.
I'm so sensitive to nuttiness, but like for this one, that dusty funk for me just takes over, and like the really sweet butterscotch cherry thing.
I think it's less of the nuttiness. I think it's more of this drinks similarly to an A batch of Elijah Craig.
Yeah, I could see
where
that.
It's super hot and there's almost this like cherry.
Well,
almost.
Okay, so A120 gives me that, but the one that my favorite Elijah batch is C919, like by a mile. And
absolutely,
dude, if you put this next to C919, there are more similarities than differences. Even the dusty funk, yes, like the 919 has a little bit of that dusty funk and that high proof type thing that combines in it. Dude, that's my favorite ECBP, and I'm about to stock up on them heavy because I mean everything's going to the moon right now with the secondary, which is just unreal. But
especially knowing that this is the pirate bottle, I'm picking more Elijah Craig notes out. Yeah, I would say this is more in line. Well, again, I haven't side by sided this obviously with C919, but it does. I think how aggressively hot that was. I would have. It's more in line with the A batches, which to me are typically just super friggin' hot.
Yeah, John, I got mine today in the mail. I'm trying to get a review up by Saturday at the latest. Yeah, I'd be curious to know your thoughts on that.
I'm getting mine. It's funny. I'm getting mine this Sunday, and I want to because I'm interested to seeing what you think too. Because Fred Minnick posted his video and he crapped on it.
I know, and dude, and I'm not just saying this. I usually will not watch video reviews of anything until I post mine because.
Have you watched this?
I did. I did watch the first couple minutes. I didn't watch the whole thing. And I heard his main tasting note of like this burnt thing going on in there. Like this. I don't remember how he characterized it, but yeah, there's like this weird char note in it, and it's not like substantiated by anything else. Like it's real, and I put it next to A121 today, which I freaking hate that batch.
So you've tried it. You've already.
I opened it today. I had it at 1 p.m. today because that's who I am as a person, and I did that comparison. I know. I did that comparison next to each other, and it made A121 look really darn good. But although,
really,
yeah, and B521, I mean, there is a redeeming quality to it. It's almost like they shouldn't put it under the barrel proof label because it's so low proof. It should be like an Elijah Craig. They should call it Elijah Craig 110 or Elijah Craig 115, and then everybody would appreciate it. But because it's in line with all these other barrel proof batches, it just can't hold up to them, you know. But as a sipper, if you didn't know what you were drinking, you would enjoy it if you weren't with that expectation in mind. Thank you, Carl. Good to see you, man.
What batch was that? Like, did they batch them when it was a pirate bottle?
It's called batch 11. Yeah, I think it was the second to last batch, if I remember, but it could have been the last batch. I thought there was one more after 11. But I paid $325 or $350 for that.
It's really good.
It was like a gift to myself, but now they're at $450 a month and a half later. So, just stupid.
It's dumb. And it's only going to go up from here. All of them are.
I know. That's why I'm like looking at it going, okay, well, the bottles that I like, C919, I'm like, they're probably about 120 a bottle right now, but screw it, I'm going to buy 2 or 3 because in a year they're going to be way worse.
All right, you ready to get into your C?
I'm ready, dude.
This is here, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Or yeah, look that way.
These are both
look away.
Okay. I'll pour it.
All right. We're good.
All right. Dang, dude, my tongue tastes so dusty.
What's
like,
that
for real?
Woke up?
I've got
Honestly,
all this funk.
Coming off of that one, though, that one drank so hot, we might be going down a little bit on this one.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of weird. Adam, cast strength barrel proof, same thing, or is no, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Here's the thing, Jason and I. Okay, I think Jason and I talked about this on a Patreon thing, so you might have missed it. I want to run this by you, Cam. There is no law, there's no rule in place that says if you use the word cask strength or barrel proof or whatever, that it has to be like straight from the barrel straight into the bottle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that there should be a term like, let's just pick one. Just pick one of the many cask strength or whatever. And just that means whatever it comes out of the barrel, that's what it is. And that's the legal definition.
I know.
Like legally, they did not tamper with it. So that way, if you see that term, if you use someone say cask strength, then you know it's uncut, unfiltered, no water, no nothing. It's just straight into the bottle.
Yeah. I mean,
but there is none. There's none.
I know, and there's no definition for small batch either,
No.
which is hilarious. But I think, like when you look at Bardstown Pfeiffer Pavitt and it comes out and it says cask strength on the front label, 50% ABV, that's a load of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, it might, and yeah, maybe because it's Dickel, maybe it's probably a lower proof. It's probably coming out of the barrel 102, 104, and they're probably proofing it down a little bit, but it's still disingenuous to write that on, on the label.
Because you know that it did not come out of the barrel at precisely 50%. And if it did, then that's on us, but it didn't.
Right. And
I'll bet my life on it.
And there are rules about like the measuring. You know, you can be off by a certain amount, right? When you label the bottle, it's like, I think it's small, but I think there's a number that there's a range that you can be in when you measure the alcohol content. But yeah, like let me see right here.
I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
okay.
Luxro
I
12.
think if you want to do that, then fine. But if you're going to do that, I think if people are going to do that and kind of bend the rules a little bit, then there should be a term that is legally bound to there's no tampering with it.
Yeah.
That way, yeah, use your foolproof, use your barrel proof, whatever. But if you put this term on there, that means then we did nothing, period, and it's legally bound.
Mm-hmm.
So having cask strength, foolproof, barrel proof, all of these terms, and they all mean the same thing essentially. Some people play by the rules and like, yeah, that's exactly what it came out of the barrel. And some people are like, yeah, well, I proofed it down, half a proof. But,
right.
I think there should be one term that's legally bound.
Yeah, and I think there should be maybe gradations of batching too. 3 different rules about small batch, very small batch, or whatever you want to do. I feel like that
Jim Beam small batch is probably 500, 1,000 barrels is their small batch versus this dude's small batch is actually 7 barrels. I mean, come on, it's useless.
It is useless. I mean, like Lux Row, to commemorate their release, they proofed it to exactly 118.4 because that is a significant date for them in the opening of the distillery.
Yeah.
But it still says cask strength on the front. It's like...
Which, when I hear cask strength, I'm picturing what came out of the cask. And that's not what came out of that cask.
And the other thing, too, is like cask strength is way more common in Scotch, and barrel proof is way more common in bourbon or barrel strength. Yeah. But I like when I see cask strength on a bourbon because it's like bucking the trend a little bit, but you never see barrel proof on a Scotch.
Nope.
Because it's cask strength sounds classier because you're calling it a cask.
I think there should be just one term that's enforced. And the rest, so be it. If it's still going to be high proof, and if you want to tamper with it a little bit, so be it. I don't care about that. I don't care that you tampered it down and you're still calling it barrel proof.
Yeah.
There needs to be one, though, that designates, I did nothing to this.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people use like uncut, unfiltered, but that's, again, is still not a legal term.
Mm-hmm.
It should be.
Let's see. Adam says, that's what I want. One term that I know means this came out the barrel at this proof. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's so many people like barrel proof. I get it. It's barrel proof. It's high proof. That's what it's. I don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of loopholes. I think it's crap.
Young Pei Cheng says, who owns more brushes? Thanks for the $20 super chat, man. And all the samples you've sent me thus far. I appreciate it. You go, Trev.
I have one.
You have one brush? I have 4. So, all right. I don't have that many, It's like I probably have...
Wait, no. I'll take it. 2. So one of them's like a beard brush, and then the other one's like a hairbrush. So 2.
Dude, you're not playing any jazz brushes on your drum set, man? What are you doing?
Oh, are you talking about that kind of brush?
Yeah.
I have 0 brushes when it comes to drums.
Blast beats with brushes, man.
I have about 1,000 drumsticks, 0 brushes. I thought you meant like brushes, like hair.
I don't know. I guess he can clarify for us. Roy R., great stuff tonight. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate the super chat, man. Dude, I know what this is.
What is it?
Let me take one sip. E.H. Taylor barrel proof.
God dang, you're friggin' wrong, dude. What an idiot.
Oh, no!
It's E.H. Taylor barrel proof. It's E.H. Taylor barrel proof.
Oh man. Here's the deal. I've never had this, but it's not Stag Junior. It's better than Stag Junior.
So that's what gave it away. It was like you were like, man, this is Buffalo Trace barrel proof, but not Stag Junior.
Yes, and it's not mash bill too. I can tell there's not that weird rye thing in there.
That's what gave it away to me too. Is like I'm like, man, that's Buffalo Trace, but not Stag Junior. It's really hot, not Stag Junior.
Yes.
So what else could it be?
Dude, it is hot. This thing is hot. Like on the nose, that first smell, I couldn't even get anything on the nose. It just was like...
I think the nose is relatively tame for what happens to the mouth.
Well, then I tasted it. You're right. It's like, it just hits you in the face, man.
You can almost, knowing that it's E.H. Taylor, you can smell it and kind of be like, yeah, maybe that's some E.H. Taylor vibes. Then you drink it and it just freaking punches you in the face.
Dude, this is awesome, man. I've always wanted one of these, but the price, secondary is the only way I can get one of these. So,
funny story about this bottle. I went in the store, and this is the same store I always go to. I'm like a regular customer there. They've never hooked me up with anything. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I just asked the guy, like, I was buying something, and I'm like, hey, like, do you guys have anything in the back? Like, I was just expecting, like, maybe you have a Stag Junior.
Right.
And no. Hold up. I'm mixing up stories. That was my Elmer T. Lee story.
Dang.
Which he goes, that story? He goes, yeah, we have some E.H. Taylor small batch in the back. And I'm like, I don't need that. And he goes, we got an Elmer T. Lee. And I was like, how much is it? And he's like, I don't know, just like retail price. And I'm like, go get it. Gosh dang it.
Get all of them.
This one, okay, so I take that back. This one, the guy texted me. He actually texted me and he said, hey man, we have some bottles in. I don't know if you want any of them. And I go, well, what do you got? And he started off with bull crap. We have this and this. And I was like, nah, I don't really need that. And he goes, well, we have some E.H. Taylor. And I'm like, oh, he's going to say small batch. And I'm like, which one you got? And he goes, EH or EHTBP. And I go,
oh.
And I was like, I figured this guy, like talking to him, I figured that he's not really into bourbon, right? So I'm like, like barrel proof, barrel proof. And he was like, yeah, barrel proof. Yeah, we got one right here. And I'm like, how much is it? And he's like, I don't know. Let me ring it up. $70. And I was like, I'm driving there right now. Hold it. So I sprinted in there and I'm like, oh, heck yeah.
Dude,
but then they've never hooked me up, right? They've never ever done this.
Dude, I've always wanted to like become friends with a liquor store owner that's out of Ohio, because Ohio's controlled, like, a controlled state. So you just have to wait in these lines. And I'm not going to do it. At this point, it's like 2 or 3 hours early to be in the top 6 in line to get
ridiculous.
Something. And so, like, I'm not going to do it. And it's like, I know other whiskey tubers who have connections out of state, who they know liquor store owners who will like save them a bottle and ship it to them and all that. It's like, dude, if I could only find one of those people, that would be amazing. Ugh.
Now, I haven't gotten anything from them since. I go in there, and this dude's not an owner; he's just a manager.
Okay.
And he's told me, we struck up a conversation, and he told me, he's like, yeah, there's like multiple owners to this store, and he said like the Pappies and stuff, like they take it, like you'll never see it.
Right.
And I'm like, well, shoot, man, like what else do you guys get? And he's like, we get like maybe one birthday bourbon a year, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, well, dude, if you're ever selling any of these, just text me. I will buy all of them. So he is my connection. Like that one dude is my connection. Doesn't pay off often.
Yeah, I mean, at that price, at $200, just because we know secondary prices, I would buy it. But for what it is, I don't know.
I think it's good, especially like if you compare this to Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This should be on the shelf competing with it. This should not be a 200, 300,
no,
500, whatever it's going for. It should not. No, it's not that good.
But it is good. I mean, this is like the gateway between Stagg Junior and George T. Stagg, basically.
Yes, definitely.
And you can get the qualities of George T. Stagg where it gets really sweet, really candied at that age. This is like the midpoint between those.
Yep, it does. It has the E.H. Taylor vibe to it.
Yeah. Oh my God, Keith.
Like, grab 2 of them.
Jesus, man. If you paid retail, I hate you. That is crazy. I shelled out $220 for mine before last summer. Now they're $350 on secondary. Hilarious.
So, Cam, I guess I'll hate to tell you. So that same guy hooked me up with the Elmer T. Lee. And he was like, yeah, man, we got an Elmer T. Lee. And I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. Don't even tell me the price. It was $40. He actually, so a few weeks later, he actually sold me another one, and I gave that one away. I did a giveaway on my stream.
I remember that. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
I said, I have one, and you guys probably won't get it, so let's do a giveaway. Just for karma, so maybe this year I'll get another Elmer T. Lee from him.
Dang. That is awesome.
Yeah, and he told me, so get this. He told me, he said, we get more Elmer T. Lee than anything.
Wow.
He said the fact that it's like so hard to come by is kind of ridiculous. It's like they'll get a case of it. And, he said like the store owners take some, yada, yada, yada. But he said we get a lot. We get a lot of Elmer T. Lee. And if Arkansas is getting a lot of Elmer T. Lee, I'm imagining other places are getting tons of Elmer T. Lee, and you're just not freaking seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, it comes here, and obviously the bars get it wholesale from the distributors. But there's a limit to the wholesale, like how much they can take from our stores, and then we get the other remaining, I think up to 50% they can take maybe or something like that. But this year, so I used to wait in lines because it was like, you show up 15 to 20 minutes early and you're like in the top 3 in line. So I used to wait in those lines all week when COVID hit, especially because I had nothing else to do. And I was getting like all sorts of good shit, And then when Elmer T dropped in October, I walked in 15 minutes early thinking like, oh, it's another week. I'll get an Elmer T. Dude, it's like 18 people in line. And I brought Sarah with me because she was going to get another one for me. And I was like, here we go. And it's like 18 people. She goes, is it always like this? It was 6 a.m, right, when we got there because the store opens early. And I was like, no, it's not always like this. We're going home. And like we just turned and walked away. And I've never stood in a line since.
So it's not like that here. So like when raffles are here, or what are you talking about waiting in line? Like they just drop it in the store and like whoever's there gets it?
Immediately when the store opens. So the delivery days of these stores. Like I used to know the delivery day of the surrounding 30 liquor stores around me. And I would just make my runs through the week. And was I flipping on secondary? Yeah, at the time I was because I didn't have a job when COVID hit. And so like I survived for a little while flipping some antique. And that is what it is.
Cam, I would rather starve.
I know people are going to say that. But like honestly, when your livelihood's on the line, you'll do whatever it takes. But no, for real, I flipped some antique and did all that, but I was getting a lot of good bottles, and that was when I started to get really into bourbon. But you wait because the truck comes at like 5 a.m, they unload it, and then at 7, the store's all open, and they would drop everything right at 7. And it was like, if you're first in line, it's limit 1, but you can get 1 of everything. Mm-hmm. So that's the rule.
That ain't like that here, man. It's a whole other beast, and I guess we're not a state-controlled anything like that. I mean, we don't get much. Like I said, we'll get 1 or 2 bottles of stuff. So it's like they don't put it on the shelf. There is no first in line. It's kind of like who do you know, and that's how you got it.
And I don't know which one's better. It's like because if you do the line thing, well, this is what they've done in Ohio.
At least there's a chance. And maybe you don't see the thing, but I feel like people on my end would probably rather have that because it's like at least there's a chance. With me, I'm the only dude who's friends with that guy, and he's like, "Hey, let me go check what we got." Yeah, I have permission from my boss because you spend so much money in here that I can sell this. But everyone else in there who doesn't talk to that guy, but they're still spending a lot of money, but they don't know who he is. They have zero chance. They will never see it, period. He'll say, yeah, I just checked in the back. Nothing. Sorry.
David says, for two of the best bourbon guys on YouTube and Trev's Elmer story. Thanks for what you both do. Wait, did Cam say he flipped bottles? Yeah, so
immediately retracted the super chat.
Yeah, so here's the deal with bottle flipping and everything. And it's something that I've always thought about. Maybe I should talk about this kind of openly. So Ohio, for the last 9 months or so, we were getting so much antique. I could walk into a store and buy antique by the case, and that is not a joke. I could buy 12 antique for $600 and walk out of that store. And I did that.
Dude, I got an itch on my face.
So that, for a while, there was like a 3 or 4 month period where it was so crazy that the stores were like, we have to sell this because we're going to get this much more next week, and we have to get rid of it because we don't have space for this shit. So I would buy, I think 3 or 4 times I bought a case of antique at a time and I flipped it. But again, it was part of this whole thing with COVID taking all of my gigs, all of my work. When things started coming back, when I started this channel, I was like, I'm done with secondary. I will only ever purchase on secondary. I will not sell. And so but I felt not bad about it because in Ohio, we get so much antique. It's like Wild Turkey 101 here. I mean, it's just everywhere.
I would definitely feel like a piece of crap.
But if it was Elmer T, my whole thing was and when I go out of state and I get a good bottle, I buy one good bottle. I will not buy more than one because it's just, I feel like a dick. But yeah, we still get that much antique, It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I just ran out of my antique, so if you run across any, tell me how much I got to send you. We don't get it. Here's the thing. We don't even get it in an auction here. I don't think Arkansas we have zero allocation.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get it, period. And I don't know why. That doesn't, we get Weller Special Reserve for days.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get obviously Weller 12 because that store is freaking marking it up. But why we don't get 107, it's weird to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not hard for them to make 107, and clearly there's enough to go around with how much we get here. I mean, stores are getting 20, over the summer last year, they were getting 24 cases at a time.
Yeah.
A week, every week.
But that's the thing, dude. It's people are buying it. People are buying this stuff not because they need it or want it. It's because of FOMO. They're like, wow, I can't get this. I'm going to buy it. They probably have freaking 30 bottles of this crap, and they're still buying it. They're still just buying it. It's not that good. Just let other people freaking buy it.
Yeah.
It's just freaking bourbon, man.
Well, that's when I see someone have a case of birthday bourbons or something like that. I still do get mad about that. But here's the other thing, too. For me personally, to reconcile the fact that, I flipped bottles for a while, and that doesn't feel great. Although I did what I had to do. I mean, I'll give you an antique at cost, man. Any day of the week. I'll go out and get one, and I'll ship it to you. And I do that for a lot of people because I don't need all that antique. I don't even like the shit. I keep one on the shelf.
What I'm saying is I don't get why people are they're just buying it for, okay, you're past aside. You're a changed man.
Yes.
Ohio gets a lot of it. And people, it's all money. They're just I can make so much profit on it. But if they shipped all of this everywhere, imagine going in the store and just buying caseloads of Wild Turkey 101.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they get a shipment, you're just there and you're just buying it. People would be like, you're a friggin' idiot. Because guess what? It's good, but come on. Just buy one bottle, and when you need another, go get a replacement.
Yeah.
That's what 107 is to me. It's good. It's not that good to stock up cases.
Yeah.
Come on. Crazy. That's why I don't even care to get another one. Screw them. I'm smelling your D, by the way.
It's a good D.
You got a good D.
It's super normal. Very, very just middle of the road.
Very large.
Pretty average, but I'll take what I can get. All right. I'm going to pour. I need my clean glass. Where's it? I think it's this one. Yeah.
Again, on the nose, all of your noses have been just delicious, sweet goodness. That's what's crazy. All of them.
You got to turn your head. Hang on. I got to pour it first and then show everybody what it is.
They're so good, dude. All of your noses have been amazing.
Oh, look at that beauty.
This is the bonus, so I feel like this is something ridiculous.
It's one of my favorite bottles, absolutely. Oh, I can smell it from here. You're good, man. You can come back.
You should have poured this in your Kinsey glass I sent you. He just dumped it.
I actually meant to do that. I totally forgot because I was thinking like I brought it over here because I was like I should pour one of these in the Kinsey glass. Oh, okay. What do you get on the nose, man?
Hold on, I gotta get past because all of them. I don't know if I'm just broken, but they've all been so like sweet and. Hold on, let me get into it. Is this another Dusty, dude?
No, this is not a Dusty.
It's something old. It's something old.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I was probably looking at the screen like, and you're like, is it a Dusty? Keith says, I buy Weller 107 to make poor man's pappy. I don't like 107 itself. Yeah, I've never had a store pick, and I think a store pick would be really good. Same with Foolproof. But the Shelfer OWA, or Antique, I call it OWA because of the abbreviation. I mean, it's fine.
I had a sample of the 107 store pick. It blew it out of the water.
Really?
Totally better. Yeah. Which I think 107's good. I mean, it might be one of my favorite Wellers, but that's not saying much. When I would probably prefer, you're not a Makers fan, but I'm a Makers fanboy. I'll pick a good Makers pick, private select or something over a 107.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's just me. That's just me.
I wouldn't take either of them. I don't know.
It's good, but it's like I just, dude, I do not understand. I do understand the hype. It's total FOMO at its finest, but flavor wise alone, if I took the name away from it, I do not understand. I do not understand it.
No, absolutely not. All right, man. What do you get on this nose?
Hold on, I've been wrong about every single nose that I've gotten into. So,
hey everybody, just a reminder about the giveaway tonight. Bardstown Discovery batch number 4. We're giving that away. Every $5 super chat gets you an entry. We're gonna draw right after this last glass that we're having together here. So get your super chats in. We'll probably cut it off around 10:10 Eastern time in about 10 minutes. I don't know. I'll call it out. We'll see how long this glass takes.
Let's do the giveaway at 10:10. You got 10 minutes. Get your entries in. Let's go.
10 minutes to get your entries in. So
you want to.
I don't know how many we have so far, but yeah, Discovery 4 is a killer batch. So
I'm going to go ahead and say this is lower proof than the other ones we've had.
Yeah, this is lower.
Just because I can actually smell it without my eyeballs leaking. I don't know, man. I'm getting more graininess. And what I mean by that is maybe it's not a Dusty. Like it doesn't have, maybe it's something of today's age.
We put that Here's what I want you to do, man. Do you have another glass like kind of next to you? Just anything you could even use?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be clean. Just pour yourself something super normal, like Eagle Rare, something, Wild Turkey 101, just something normal. There you go. Is that a big boy? You bastard.
Look at this. Any chance I get to pour this stupid thing, I do it.
Just pour, have a little sip of that and then come back to this. Because we've been blowing our palates out all night.
There we go.
You sure you don't need a crane to lift that bottle
set this
up?
Here. What a stupid thing. Look at this. Look, it towers over. This thing is on. This thing's sitting on one of my look how thick this coaster is. Full 7.5, 750.
It looks like
Look
a
at it.
baby.
It pales in comparison.
I've never even seen a big Eagle Rare. Well, I've never seen one of those in my life.
It's stupid. It shouldn't exist.
That is hilarious. Kyle S. says, what is your favorite finished Bardstown product? They have the Pfeiffer Pavet at my local store for $149. Is it worth it? No, I mean, look, the Pfeiffer for me should be more around like $100, $90 to $100. I got mine at retail, which is $120, and it's good. I wouldn't buy another one. I'm glad I have it. The apple brandy finish is killer. The apple brandy finish is really, really good. But that was from 2019, so, what can you do?
I don't know, man. This, going back from, so comparing this to the Eagle Rare, this is so much better. This is, like, even on the nose, I would say, like, this is 90 proof. I would start putting maybe friggin' 110.
Okay.
115. Full, I mean, it's so much more full of flavor.
Bev Porter, good night. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out.
Discovery 4?
What's that?
Did you send me Discovery 4?
No.
Okay. I mean, I have no idea what it tastes like, but.
DC says, blessings to you and your family. Thank you, DC. Thanks for the $20 super chat.
Definitely higher proof than I thought.
Appreciate it, man.
I still get a graininess, though. Like a. I don't know what to call it. Other than grain.
What about age? Okay. Let's do this first. In terms of tasting notes, fruitiness. What kind of fruits are you getting on this?
If I'm getting fruit on this, I just came off of a grape bomb.
Which is Eagle Rare, you mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I almost wouldn't even say any fruit. You're getting fruit on this?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what about like sweet candy, caramel, those types of flavors? What are you getting in that realm? And then what about spice also? So sweet. And spice.
It's much spicier.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say this is freaking. This is less sweet than what I just had. This is almost opposite of everything that you're asking me.
Okay.
I'm not getting a whole lot of sweetness.
Mm-hmm. It is dry.
It's almost more. What is that?
Do you get dark chocolate?
I'm almost getting. Call me crazy, but like a snickerdoodle cookie.
Okay.
Maybe snickerdoodle cookie with a Hershey's Kiss on it. Because I am getting a little bit of a chocolate in it, a chocolatiness. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you, everybody.
This is snickerdoodle cookie, man. That's what I'm getting.
What about age, oak, leather? What like that kind of thing?
I wouldn't call this incredibly old.
Okay. It's
not coming off that way anyway. It's a little bit too bright to me. A little bit too.
There is a brightness. There is a brightness. Yeah.
Maybe it's proof that's hiding the age, but
let's have a sip. Mouth feel, finish. What are you getting?
Whoa, dude. Huh. My tongue is still feeling that.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
It goes on for a minute.
Wow. This is perplexing me. Hold on. Hold on. I might have a guess. Not a guess of what it is, but a note or something.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we got a couple more minutes on the super chats for the Bardstown Discovery 4, and then we're going to do the drawing, just to let you know. A couple more minutes, 4 minutes, and then we're going to cut off the super chats at 10:10.
Is this a weeder?
No.
It's not a weeder.
No.
I only guessed that because up front it's spicy. On the back, it's kind of soft and pleasant. It's more aggressive on my tongue than it is on like the back of my palate.
Now let me ask you this. So let me go down the list of ADHD whiskey tasting questions.
Okay.
So
Here
I
we
just
go.
told you it's not a weeder. Okay, so that's fine. Is this over or under 10 years?
That's difficult, man. It doesn't scream over, but I'm gonna say over.
Okay. Is this over or under 110 proof?
110. Ooh.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say over, but man, that you wouldn't you could convince me of either. To be honest, I gets tricky.
Okay. And let me think about what is it? What else does he ask? Okay, distillery guess. Do you have a distillery guess or state even of distillation?
Kentucky.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. This one's hard. Like this is.
And the last one, I just remembered he asked us, is this a finished whiskey or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Man, shoot. I don't know, man. Did you get it real dizzy?
What? Dude, I just got more drunk like all at once. Like in the time it took me to laugh at that question, I realized, uh-oh.
Yeah, I did too, but then I'm actually making it dizzy like he asked.
Oh, Mark Royland. Is Weller foolproof easy to get in Ohio? No, it's a once-a-year lottery, and the lottery just started right now. So I'm going to have my whole family enter. It's
So
for
I'll be on.
foolproof
I'm
or
sorry,
Blanton's
Mark.
Gold. No, you're good. Foolproof or Blanton's Gold is right now for a lottery.
Every time I go back to it, I swear I'm getting a different friggin' distillery or something, man. Like I might be drunk at this point, and I'm my brain is confused.
Taylor, that's hilarious. Sounds like I tuned in at the right time.
What instrument does Taylor play?
Taylor's a percussionist like me, so
He's a pianist.
he's a pianist. Penis.
Glad to have you, Taylor. You pianist.
John, I'm actually not schlambered. Let me look at my if I look at my bourbon shelf to check myself. I'm okay. I'm like a 6 out of 10 right now.
John, I look at mine and it says schlammered.
And it's a neon sign. It flashes.
It's literally blinking at me right now. Dude, I don't know. Especially when you ask me those questions, it makes it even harder. I'm like, I don't know if that's over 110 or not.
All right, let me
I'm going to stick with my answers though. I cannot guess a distillery. It's not. Every time I go back, it's something else I want to guess. Is that the pipe? What is that?
Chateau de la Baude.
That's finished, right?
It's let me make sure I'm correct. Yeah, 12-year MGP finished for 18 months in Armagnac.
In what?
Armagnac casks. So
Dude,
this
I'm not getting Armagnac on
this
that.
is why I said to put it next to Eagle Rare, which is candied cherry and grape.
Which is much sweeter, and Armagnac is supposed to be sweeter.
Armagnac is, but you should be getting a lot of grape, plum, fig, those kinds of notes, and dark chocolate on this. That's why I kind of.
I might. Here's the thing about this Eagle Rare pick that I have, dude.
Oh, that's
is
a pick.
like, yes,
Oh, that could be.
it is a grape jelly bomb. And coming off of this Eagle Rare pick, this is not sweet.
No,
me.
it's dry. This would be much drier.
This is smelling. I'm literally smelling a grape jelly, and then this is. I almost wanted to guess a Bardstown just because of the theme, like you're giving away the thing. But I would have never, ever guessed that.
So this and the apple brandy are two of my favorite bourbons I've ever tasted. And once upon a time, I had 6 of these Chateau de la Baudes, and I just ended up selling them, and I sold them at the same cost I bought them at, which was $300 a bottle. because I bought them secondary because I like this stuff so much. And then I just realized, like, dude, I've got $1,800 of this bourbon sitting here, and I was like, I love it so much, but I need that $1,800. So I sold all of them, and I have one backup. So I'm a little sad, but they're supposed to be coming out with a second version of this, slightly proofed down. So it is what it is.
The only thing that gives me that Armagnac is like the finish, and a little bit like it's like almost. I always call it burnt. There's like a toasted thing going on. I would have not guessed that Armagnac. This is really good. I would have not guessed that, period.
Yeah.
Even finished. I wouldn't even guess this finished.
The reason I did the Matt Porter questions was because I actually just wanted to ask if it was finished, but I didn't want to go there first because I thought I would give it away.
And that was the most confident answer I had. Nope.
You're like, nope.
Not a chance. Not a friggin' chance.
Hey, guys, 20 seconds. If you want to get a super chat in, this is the time right now. Otherwise, we're doing the drawing right now.
Discovery 4. Let's go.
Discovery 4, and maybe I'll throw in a nice sample of something else. We'll see. But
I'll send in a picture of me shirtless with Cam laying his head on my chest.
Just kind of twisting on your nipple. Just
wait a minute. Hey, highlight Eric Thompson's comment.
Oh my God.
So for one, Eric, where were you stationed in Germany? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? 2, that is absolutely incredible.
That is incredible. Wow. Okay, guys. This is it. Cornholio in for 5. Thank you, Cornholio. Big Vic in for 5 again. Let's get that bottle. Aiden in for 5. Thank you, all 77 of you that are still here. I don't know why you're here, but thank you.
What do you mean you don't know why they're here? We know why they're here.
Sharing is caring.
Augsburg? Where is Augsburg?
Hey,
where is Augsburg and adjacent to like Nuremberg?
I don't know. I've only been to Nuremberg. I don't know Augsburg.
We're about to find out. Eric, come in clutch.
Have you been to Nuremberg, by the way?
I was stationed in Germany. I lived.
Oh, no shit.
We were an hour from Nuremberg, so Nuremberg was the town that we went to.
Dude, I love Nuremberg.
We would hit a train. It was a 45-minute train ride to Nuremberg. Like, you would just, like, drunkenly go to the train station, hop on the train, and you would just end up in Nuremberg, and it was just a great old time from there.
Dude, so we went there. My percussion quartet, we played a concert there in fall of 2019. And so we went out there and we played in one of their concert halls, but we went to go see the Nazi training grounds or whatever's out there in Nuremberg, which is very interesting. And we ended up one night, because we didn't know really what was going on. We had our own car. We were driving around. We ended up in the red light district, and we were like, why is all these red lights? And we like parked the car and got out, and we're like, let's go into one of these restaurants. And it was like, uh-oh. We like saw like these girls at the door, and we're like,
dude,
maybe we shouldn't go in there.
Nuremberg. So that's funny that you said that. And it's great that Uta is in here because they were there. We went to Nuremberg, Regensburg, awesome town. They were actually in Hohenfels too. So they were there. When you I went to the red light district in freaking Nuremberg too. It was the last street before you hit the train station.
Okay.
And so we were walking back to the train station, and the guys were like, hey, have you ever been to the red light district? And I'm like, that exists? And they're like, we're going.
I know. I thought that was like a thing of the past.
Yeah. Well, no, there's actual red lights. And there were just naked girls sitting in the windowsills like, hey, €100, baby. Anything you want. Come in here, baby. And I'm like, you couldn't pay me €100 to come and come into that window. Let me tell you that right now.
Oh my goodness. Eric says we smoked Cubans and drank the Armagnac. That sounds awesome, man. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, Amy, hit us up.
Amy says all randomized at Drums and Drams 1 through 97.
97 entries. Let's go.
Is it Amy with Taylor in there? Is it 98 or is that including him? Oh my God, Bourbon. Jeez, man. I know this was a joke, but come on. That's not that funny, actually.
No, that's freaking hilarious. Cam is evil. We found it.
Oh God, Trev, I said I was gonna change this during the stream, and I never did.
No one's
It's
even called it out.
I know it says live with drums and drums. There we go, live with drums and drams.
No one, not a single person has said that. Augsburg, holy crap. Eric Thompson was in my area. Augsburg's better than Regensburg. Eric Thompson, he was in my area, man. Let's go.
Yeah, Kilco Nuremberg it's just so beautiful, like that Bavarian, just like when you walk around and you just see the way that everything looks. And there's a beautiful church there in Nuremberg. I can't remember what the church is, but you know what I'm talking about.
I have a picture of the church. Did you go to the castle? I mean, obviously you had to gone up there.
It
doesn't look like a castle. It's like it's renovated.
I think we only went to the church because when I'm thinking of, we didn't go to a castle because the red light district is surrounded by walls, but that's not the castle.
Okay. I don't know north, east, south, and west of what Nuremberg is, but the red light is down here.
Okay.
And the castle is on the complete opposite end up here. And the church is like here.
So we were only there for like 3 days.
Red light, church, castle, way up here.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't. So we flew into Munich, and then we drove to Nuremberg, stayed there for actually we might have only stayed there for 2 nights, maybe 3 nights. I mean, it was really quick in and out. And then we flew back. So, okay, Amy. Here we go.
Let's run it.
Let's do it.
We went to Nuremberg all the time, man. Like every other weekend, it's like, I mean, because we could just hop on the train and go. We didn't have to ask permission. It was awesome.
Okay, guys, here we go. I'm gonna run the randomizer. I feel, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 98 is amazing. You guys are awesome. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 98.
A random number between 1 and 98 is 15.
15. Number
Let's go 15. Let's go.
Amy, who do we got?
Oh, wow. So Eric was stationed in Germany when the wall fell.
Wow.
Bro, I bet that was freaking crazy. I bet you guys were on high alert. You guys were like, yeah, we about to go, baby. We about to fight.
Damn. Oh.
Bubble Bath, when you went to the red light, did you use the safe word Flugenkokenbloschen?
Daniel P. is the winner of the Bardstown Discovery 4. Daniel P., if you're in the chat, congratulations, man. Congrats. And send me... Oh, I just dropped my phone like a total klutz. Send me an email at drumsanddrams. I'll put it in the chat. drumsanddrams@gmail.com. Send me an email letting me know it's you. Give me your address, and I'll get that shipped out tomorrow. Yeah. So...
Gosh dang it, I didn't freaking win, and neither did ORF Screw. Gosh dang it. Oh, there he is, Daniel. Let's go.
Eric says he was in Berlin. Congrats, Daniel. Man, that's awesome. That is awesome.
That's awesome. And he says he never wins anything. Well, you just won this, and you're going to freaking love it.
Taylor, thank you for reminding me, man. Thank you. God, it's been a mess, and I have not gotten back to you. I really apologize. Yeah, I can get those samples out to you tomorrow as well. I need to pour them. I'm making a FedEx run for last week's giveaway winners and then tonight's giveaway winners. I'll do it all tomorrow. So thanks, man. Yeah, it just got a little crazy there with the Iowa and with everything going on. So, all right. Well, sweet, man. Trev, dude, this was a lot of fun.
This is a lot of fun. Honestly, Cam, I think we could just pour 4 random samples from our bar and have fun.
I know. Yeah. Dude, this has been a blast. And I think, one thing I want to try to do more is, I mean, obviously on live streams, I want to bring more people on. It's getting kind of stale with just me. and I've been saying like, oh, I've got all these ideas, and then I just never plan ahead, and then things get busy, and I'm like panicked. I want to do more like content with other people. And I don't know how, because we can't film in the same spot, but I think it would be super cool to do like actual videos, but with you or with Matt Porter, where maybe it bounces between us, or maybe we do a video like on Zoom, like who knows? But I think that would be pretty cool, something different.
That reminds me, I mean, I don't know. It's Bourbon Night did a video where they did something like that. Where I don't know if they were like on a Zoom call or something, but they filmed someone else and combined it. But I don't know. I also will have no qualms with coming to Ohio to film an actual video. So
heck yeah, man.
Weller 107.
I'll send you one if you want it.
No. I'm gonna come get it while I'm visiting you.
We can go wait in line. You don't even have to wait in line for that.
No, we're waiting in line, baby. We're gonna get there at 3 a.m. I'm bringing a tent.
Yes.
We're going to be first in line.
Thank you, Eric. Those are really kind words, man. I feel like it doesn't compare to some of the other stuff I've seen, but
no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's about having fun.
Yeah, it is.
Right? And I think when you obviously Cam and I get along with you probably better than friggin' anyone. And
dude, it's fun, man.
And that's why when we stream together, we just have fun. It's like we just vibe together.
I know, and it's like, being able to put aside, because like some people do like interviews with people from other brands, but like, for instance, like a lot of the not even brand reps, but like master distillers and stuff. Some people are like awkward, they don't do well in these situations.
Yeah,
and like, it's when you get two people on that are just hanging out, and then whiskey is like secondary.
Yeah,
that's more fun for me than just talking shop about tasting notes, to be honest.
And that's the thing. I just have fun with you. Young Pei Chang. It's because they're drummers.
There we go.
I don't know. Cam and I, we have a lot of similarities. We just get along with each other. I always have fun. Any chance that I have streaming with Cam, I'm like, oh, friggin', I'm there. Let's go. I don't know. I think all of this, I think the main thing, and especially, I don't know how involved you were with the community before you started your channel, but I was a huge viewer for years. And like, I wanted to have fun. So I didn't really care. I don't care so much about the whiskey as I do having fun. I want to have fun while I'm drinking my whiskey. So I'm about having fun.
And I want to do more fun. Like when I do my regular videos, I'm not good by myself at being like Matt Porter has the personality that he puts on for his videos.
Yeah.
And he's hilarious and he's so good at that. And that's never been like what I do by myself. When I'm by myself, I nerd out. I'm a geek and that's fine. But when I get in like on a live stream, it's so much more fun this way on a live stream. And I just want to keep doing lives with other people and like once a month do one by myself. It's just, this is so much more fun, dude.
No, I think if anything, I feel like you and I don't care if we just do it on my channel. I'm going to say it right now. Like once a month, we just need to go live together.
I know, man.
And I don't care if we do something like this or if we just say, hey, go grab some bottles that you like and we're just going to drink and talk. But you and I are both solo creators, right? So I don't have, like on Patreon, I do, Sarah comes on with me. I've had my mom come on with me and it's fun, but they're not regulars. They're not going to want to do this regularly. So it's just me and it gets hard. It gets hard to still I'm like, man, are people getting bored of me? It's just me talking. I don't have anyone to bounce anything off of.
It is hard.
It's difficult.
It is, man. And I've seen a lot of really cool things in the chat. Uta, thank you so much. Dave, Eric says you should do a virtual pub. Taylor says drums and drums monthly. We could just call it drums and wrenches. Let's see. Damn, put a ring on it, says Jay. Jay's giving us some crap.
Cam is like the sexiest guy I've ever seen. No, I'm cool. Dude, I'm serious. Like,
I know. Me too, man.
especially with being two. Here's the thing, Cam. I think even if we did every other month, like 1 month we combined, we did a stream on yours and the next month on mine,
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool. I think we get
so.
along well.
We should do it. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. I don't even care.
There's no rules.
0 rules, just like bourbon bottles. 0 rules.
Exactly. Young says, how many drummers do we have again? 4 between these two, Jason and Shayla. I mean, no, Cheech. Brian Walsh doesn't have a channel, but Brian's a drummer, I believe. There's a shitload of drummers, man, in the community. I guess we all just like to drink whiskey. I mean,
but there's only one who's the best.
There we go. Trev's got the double bass chops. Dude, listen to this. Today, I was like sitting in here, and I wasn't particularly sad or anything like that. I'm just sitting at my desk working, and then I was like, I'm going to turn on some Mayday Parade.
What the heck? What the heck is wrong with you?
I don't know, man. So A Lesson in Romantics, the album from 07, was like my favorite album when I was in middle school, dating middle school girls and being sad about my heart being broken. When I was 12.
Yeah, the girl that I liked for 3 days, and then she
Yes.
sent me a note via her best friend who said, "I'm breaking up with you."
Like I love that album. I still will always love that album, and playing drums to it, to pop punk shit like that, is so fun. But
honestly, I agree with you because it's. I mean, I don't know what you play. When I play, I'm going out there playing friggin' Whitechapel and stuff. But it's fun to play, I guess, like that type of stuff, like the easier stuff.
yeah,
Because it allows you just to like, man, this is so easy that I can put my own spin on things, and it's just I can have fun with it. Versus I have to concentrate. What is he doing next? Oh, drum fill, and I'm just like I'm literally just in the zone the whole time. 0 fun. It's just me concentrating. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, what was I thinking here? Oh yeah, like playing like pocket drums for pop music, and just playing 2 and 4 man. Like there's nothing like that anymore. The older I get, the less I want to play. Like the less notes I want to play. It's like, so the drummer for Taylor Swift, he went to my undergrad, right? And he graduated in like 01 probably, like a long time
Taylor
ago.
Swift as a drummer.
Yeah. And he would come back all the time and give clinics. And a buddy of mine now that lives in Nashville, my best friend from school, is tight with this guy. But this guy came in and gave a clinic, and he was just talking about how to play pocket drums. And like for an hour, he just beat the hell out of the drums and just played like 2 and 4, and then like 16th note, just dude, God, dude, God. And it was so sick because there's like a total art to doing, and he played so loud, it was unreal. But it was so cool.
So this reminds me. So I played. I started relearning Master of Puppets on the drums.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do a video of it, and then I played it, and I was like, "Shoot, I forgot this song." But even if you look at Master of Puppets versus what you and I, kind of the music we listen to, even Master of Puppets seemed easy to me.
Yeah.
But it was actually way more fun playing it just because it was difficult, but it was still it was so simple. It was like the simplicity of it made it fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same drum fill the whole friggin' song. But it's
it's not a struggle. It's like when you get out there and you're playing to the brink of your abilities on every song, like that's not that fun.
No,
I mean,
it's because you finish the song and you're like, oh, thank God that's over. Like I'm sweating, my hands, my carpal tunnel is acting up. Like I'm just doing this the whole song and I'm just struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's just playing pocket. When you for instance, it's more rewarding playing pocket drums if you have amazing musicians around you and everybody's just doing simple stuff, but you're bobbing your heads and it's like, hell yeah. And the singer, if you have like a really great singer, But yeah, if everybody around you sucks and you're playing pocket, you're like, I'm playing simple stuff and everybody's bad. Like
Yeah.
those are two bad things, you
So
know?
now I just sound like I'm playing like the simplest beat,
Right.
you
You
know.
sound as bad as the musicians around you, which is scary, you know, because you get lumped
So
in. But
your friend Taylor, if you don't get that Saint Anger snare, I'm not watching.
I don't know that. I don't know that snare.
You don't want to know what the snare is? So snare drum, you take the little, I don't know what, honestly, for as long as I've been drumming, I don't even know the term of this. You
What, the
turn
throw
the
off?
snare drum off.
The throw
So
off? Yeah.
so all of the crap
Yeah.
under the snare drum is not hitting it. It's bad. It's I don't know why Taylor likes that. I'll be honest, Taylor.
The end of One by Metallica.
Ooh, it's Ride Time. I'll play that song on the drums. That's a fun song. One. And of course, the double bass ending. Pastor of Muppets. Pastor.
Big Vic, good night, man. Dude, thank you for hanging out, and it has been a blast tonight. We're going to do this again very soon.
we will. And if anywhere, I'll do it on my channel. I don't care. I have fun talking with Cam.
Please do. So awesome. Taylor says, it sounds like shit.
It's bad. You've never heard the song Saint Anger?
Dude, I don't listen to them.
It's the snare drum's turned off, so it's very, instead of a pop, it's almost like another tom.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bad.
Dude, Brian Pulver says Stanton Moore guy. Dude, that is ironic because, hang on, let me make sure I'm correct. Yes, Stanton Moore came through Columbus like 2 days ago in like the local drum shop here, Columbus Percussion. He just like stopped in, and nobody knew about it, which is probably what he wanted. But anyways, let's see. All right, Amy. All right, nerds, gotta work tomorrow. Love you guys. Amy, thank you so much. You continue.
All right,
to be
nerd.
The best. I know we're nerds.
I'm just kidding. I freaking love Amy, even though she's a nerd.
Oh man, I can't wait to try all of her samples she sent me. EC18, the 2 finishing series from Makers, and
Ooh.
that JW Dant 2005, which has some crazy dusty funk on it.
So you have not tried the 2020 or the RC6?
None of them.
Those are good. I was actually gonna, I don't know if I was gonna do a video of it, but I wanted for myself to compare the RC6 2020, whatever it is, the PR5, to the FAE 2021. Just because, I mean, they're all so good, man.
Yeah.
I don't know any jazz.
Dude, Taylor, Lars can't just not tune. He also can't play. That dude sucks.
Here's the thing. In Cam, you might know this. Dyer's Eve by Metallica. Do you know that song?
No.
Dyer's Eve has the most double bass out of any Metallica song.
Mm-hmm.
The whole song is double bass. But even that is like a shell of what drummers can play today.
Yeah.
It's a night and day. Like, dude, that was considered a lot of double bass. You're not even scratching the surface.
Dude, okay, I forgot to announce something at the beginning of this stream, and it's not a big deal, but I figured I'd say it now before we get off here and before I forget, because it's Ride Time said I need to hear a drum solo now. Hey guys, next Thursday night, for the 53 of you that are in here, I'm going to have a virtual concert instead of my live stream. So I just wanted to let you all know that's kind of a big thing, and I forgot to say it.
Where are you doing that?
So we're going to just do it here. I mean, I have a basement studio, so what it's going to be, and I need to confirm this works with YouTube, because what I've heard is that you can have a live stream and then direct people to a video premiere immediately afterwards as part of the creator studio stuff that you can do. I need to check on this. If it doesn't work, then I'll do it all pre-recorded. But the idea is we're going to do 15 minutes of live. Everybody come in, get ready, hang out, have a drink. And then I'm going to run like a 35, 40-minute video, which is a virtual concert that I've put together for the channel, where it's going to have kind of like, hey, this is the kind of bourbon I would drink when you're listening to this piece. And it's going to be like 3 or 4 different pieces, ranging from like understandable to like kind of crazy and out there. And then hopefully come back together on a live stream at the very end and wrap it up by like 9:15, 9:30. I've got to make sure that's all going to work, but I'm thinking next week. And if that's the case, I'll have a teaser video out on Sunday kind of announcing it. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I would check. I have no idea how, like, you know how these apps work. They suck.
Yeah.
YouTube Studio sucks.
I got to check in on this.
So, like, going into a Premiere, I have no clue how that crap works.
It says that you can set up a live stream or a Premiere to lead to one another. So it's like, because to do the virtual concert live, I would have to reset my gear and re-mic things between the different stuff I'm playing. So I have to do it pre-recorded. So like the middle chunk would be pre-recorded, but I would be hanging out in the chat while we're kind of watching together. And I think it's not just like drum set stuff. It's like crazy shit with electronics and all sorts of instruments.
Oh, I know you. You play some. You're in a Beethoven cover band, bro.
I think people will dig it, and if the reception sucks, then like I won't do it again. But I'm thinking maybe like once a quarter, do one of these.
That'd be cool, dude. I'm for sure in. I love that crap. You know me. I freaking love that crap.
Brian says, "Are you going to post the whiskey so we can drink along?" Yes, that's the idea. The idea is to kind of give like an overall suggestion. Like, hey, this is an Elijah Craig barrel proof pairing, you know, or this, you know, I'd be drinking this, so that you can maybe do it along with me.
You should.
Says that's not. Hope it works out. Okay, cool.
You should do blackened whiskey, and you should just play Blackened by Metallica.
Right. Maybe not that. I'll get demonetized probably if I do that.
Come on, bro. I'll message Lars. It's fine.
All right, man. Well, I'm out of here. If you're good, I think it's time to wrap it. Sarah's not home yet. I need to give her a call and make sure everything's okay with her and her mom over there. So, yeah, man, this was a freaking blast.
Yeah,
thank you all
I'm
so much.
good.
And hey,
this was so much fun. Thank you for sending me some absolute freaking bangers, man. I feel like you sent me better whiskeys than I sent you.
Dude, I just sent you a bunch of Dusties.
But that's the thing, man. Like, you can't get that crap. And that was good. So thank you for sending that to me. Absolutely incredible. And I saw you grab the Henry McKenna.
I'm gonna do. If you guys are here at the beginning of the stream, you know what this is all about. But I'm gonna do Brad's drink right here. I'm gonna take a shot of his drink and have a sip of mine. So, if you guys have a McKenna. If you have a McKenna, pour it out. Have a sip with me.
Go grab the McKenna, guys. Fill it up.
In memory of my basically father-in-law. So, cheers, guys. Cheers, Trev. Thanks for hanging out.
Cam, thank you, and most importantly to Brad McKenna.
All right, guys. It is that time. We are out of here. See you all later next week. Keep an eye out this weekend for the announcement. As long as the test run goes okay, the Drums and Drams virtual McKenna got me. The Drums and Drams virtual concert will be next Thursday night, and I'll have more details about that as long as it's all going to work out. But thank you so much. Congrats, Daniel P. on the Bardstown Discovery 4 win. Thank you, Trev, for coming on. We're going to do this more often now. We're out of here. Peace, guys.
See you next time.